All right, so we are back live, and I don't know what the heck happened. The Wi-Fi just cut out, and then it never reconnected, even though it said it was reconnecting, and then it was not reconnecting. So I don't know. Hopefully, it's good now. Looks like the Bruins are, by the way, on the power play again, so that's pretty interesting. Let me go on this new one right now, because apparently I had to make a new one. I didn't click anything. I didn't click anything. I mean, Streamlabs usually reconnects it after you go on a new Wi-Fi, and it just never did. It as soon as the Wi-Fi started working again, it never reconnected and ended the live stream for no reason. Oh, Taylor Hall, what a move! By the way, we're on the power play, so let's get some mushroom in the chat. Hit the like button, by the way, if you haven't already on the new stream now. Sorry about that, guys. We're back and better than ever. Hockey Kid, Wes, Adam, Luke in here, Austin, Alpha, Hockey Arcade, Kangaroos, Flyer Fan, how's it going? Smith now coming up the right side, checked by McAvoy. Now back along, kept by Quill. Good spin move. Now back in deep it goes from the corner. Bergeron left off the puck, though. Good play by Jensen, and Hagelin will spin it right up high. Back to Tuukka Rask. So 1:05 now to go in the power play. I'll update the shots after the next whistle. But Dow keeps it going. Hagelin now some speed. Back along to Brennan Dillon. Dillon with a shot. That one right to Rask. He'll chip it away and give it right to Marchand. Marchand now coming on the other side. Right up the end. Off the stick, though, of Dowd. Good play there. And into the corner it goes. Dowd off the boards. Great penalty kill play there, too. And it sends it into the defensive zone. But yeah, boys, we are back. Thank you guys for joining us for the part 2 stream. Sorry about the lag there. I made a little bit less latency, so hopefully that won't happen again. But I connected to a different one, so I'm pretty sure this will be good for now. Subgraph, hope all is good. Love the new scoreboard and design. Thanks so much, Rams. Appreciate that a ton. I feel bad for Vanacek. I kind of do as well. I mean, the guy should not be a starter in the playoffs, and sadly had to leave out. I mean, he was actually doing pretty well. Oh, good play by Richie. Marchand now to Bergeron. Back around to Pastrnak. And they score, but the net is off its bearings. Craig Anderson was basically falling on it as Pastrnak scored. And this will probably be a no goal, right? I'm cheering for the Capitals. What the heck happened here? So... Oh, it was kept off by Richie. He kind of like lifted it up when he was coming around the net. Oh, wait, no, that was Craig Anderson. What was he doing? Should that be a goal? Wait, I need to see Richie. Did he touch this? No, that was Craig Anderson. He just fell. He just fell into the net. Should that be a goal? Should that be a goal? Yes or no in the chat. Let me know. I don't know. I feel like they have to talk about this. I mean, that was Craig Anderson's whole push. That wasn't... Nick Ritchie barely touched the net. That was Craig Anderson just falling into it. Zoltan, what's going on? Carrie, Toby, welcome. Zoltan, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, Zoltan. Hopefully you are as well. All right, so I'm gonna put the community post out there. We are live for the part 2 stream. Click on the channel page and join us. So that's what we're doing right there. So the power play for the Bruins still 11 seconds left. We'll see what they do here, and it looks like there'll be no goal. It looks like there will be no goal on this one, so they'll just rule it off and wave it off for now. So Craig Anderson getting really bailed out on that one, but I'll take it. Grzelcyk off the face-off wing, gets it back in front. McAvoy tried to get that, and Marchand couldn't quite get the rebound. Good play by the Capitals sticks, and Grzelcyk will have to play it back in deep. Now coming up Marchand again. Marchand spin move, back in front. Trying to get that to Pastrnak. Couldn't quite connect, though. Pastrnak now in deep. Good shot there. Saved by Craig Anderson, though. Pastrnak 2-on-1 here, trying to get the loose puck. Couldn't quite find it. Some patience on the Capitals side will pay off, as it looks like Kevin will end up sending it back out. Eller will try to spring it forward. Good play there by the Bruins D-men. McAvoy now pressured right behind his net, but able to find Grzelcyk in time, and now the Bruins come up the other way. David Pastrnak looking for the line change. Great play by Dmitry Orlov. Now sets up a line rush, and the power play is officially over for the Boston Bruins. Now 40 seconds left in the first period. 7-11 the shots in favor of the Capitals. And we'll see what these both teams can do in the dying seconds. Mars Boy, what's going on? I'm back. I saw you disconnected. Yeah, Lucas, sadly. We're back, though, for this part 2. Thank you all for joining me once again. Hit that like button on the stream to get it back to everybody. And stick in this live stream as well. I'm on a different Wi-Fi network now, so I think everything should be good. Manfa, a couple of nifty moves, not able to make anything happen though. 10 seconds now to go in the first period to wind down this tied score. Good play there by Trent Frederick, but Backstrom will end up sending it back to Tuukka Rask. He'll swift it into the corner, and it looks like that'll be a whistle with 1 second to go. Tom Wilson chirping Nick Ritchie. And I think there'll be another face-off before this period ends. I'm spelling OT. I could see that. I still think the Bruins... my prediction was Bruins winning 4-2. But I could see that happening. Man, what a chance for the Bruins on that power play. Hey, Grab, what NHL team should I cheer for? The Dallas Stars, Scott. The Dallas Stars. Let me know in the chat, though. Who should Scott cheer for? Let me know. Which team? And after the face-off, the first period will officially come to an end. 1-1 between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals in Game 1 of this match. Isaiah, how is it going? It's going pretty good. Besides my Wi-Fi killing me in the inside. Why isn't Vanacek starting? He did, but he got injured. Midway through the first. And then Craig Anderson had to supplement him. Who do you think is going to win the Stanley Cup? My pick is still going to be the Vegas Golden Knights, but again, it really all goes down to that potential Vegas and Colorado matchup. Honestly, that's like the make or break almost. That's like the make or break. Hey there, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, Town Saver Man. Hopefully you are as well. You know what? Let me give some shout outs to some people in here that I'm seeing for or I haven't seen for a long time on the channel, but I'm seeing right now. We got Ben. We got Ben B Jammin. I'm gonna give some Ben B Jammin hype in the chat. Actually, let me check because we might have hit 34.5k. We're 4 subscribers away. Okay, so we're still 4 away. Still 4 away. So I'm just gonna give some shout outs here. Also, Richie came in here for the first time today, I'm pretty sure. So Richie hype as well. Town Saver Man. I'm gonna give some hype too. Just some appreciation for some beauties in this one. We already got back to 75 viewers. Thank you all for joining me for the part 2. We're now in the intermission. We'll be giving some intermission questions. How about that? Get some intermission. Just put intermission for some questioning going on right now. I can't see the game here in Germany. Toby, I feel for you. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream as much as humanly possible, and hopefully I'm giving you as much info as humanly possible too. Let me update the shots. I think it was 11-8 the final. I want to get this right. I want to get this. I don't want to put the wrong shot count for the intermission. So yeah, it ended at 7-11. So let me quickly put the shot counter. So the Washington Capitals finished with 11 shots in that first, 7 for the Boston Bruins. And honestly, I think the shots on paper might tell a bit of a different story, but I think, honestly, like wait a second. Why did I take out my thing? I was going to say that I think this period was a lot more even than the shots indicate. But again, for the Boston Bruins, I mean, they had 2 power plays and only 7 shots. That they could definitely be a lot better, I think, personally, in that department. But to start off the game, there was like 4 different 2-on-1s in like the first 3 minutes, and it was scoreless after those opportunities. And obviously the Caps came back, scored the first one, Tom Wilson on a beautiful feed, and the Bruins came back with a big goal by Jake DeBrusk, who always seems to find some magic in the playoff times. But I think for that first period, let me know in the chat down below. It's obviously tied 1-1. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you think Washington had the better period. 2 in the chat if you think Boston had the better period of the 2. To me, I would say Washington, not even just because of the score count, but just because of execution. I think they were a lot more hard-hitting, a lot more consistent. Boston, I think, had some major trouble in terms of passing efficiency. There'd be a ton of times where they can make the simple pass, but the Capitals would end up getting a stick in there, or they would just not make the pass good enough. And I think think the Bruins were a little bit rusty in that department. But the Capitals have come to play so far, I think, and probably should be winning this game right now. Let me see. Gerard Wilson, what's going on, Gerard? By the way, once we do hit 34.5K, we'll be making a new mod in the live stream. So everybody's appreciated, and we'd love to have you in the Grab Gang, everyone. By the way, I'm trying to see here because the shot counter is a little bit too big now, and also the chat in the top right ended up going out. It just died on me for a second. Let me see if I can. That'll work. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's going for so many people. Would you look at that top right? Okay, it looks like it's back. It looks like it's back. That's great. EJ Flames Chair. Hey, Grab, do you remember me? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I mean, how could I forget you, WWE fan? I mean, you've been one of the longest OGs on this channel for sure. Boys, we're already back to 100 viewers. Thank you so much, all you guys, for tuning back into the chat after the stream went down. I appreciate that so much. You guys don't even know. I thought we were maybe going to get like 50 people max after that, but you guys have come and have been amazing. I appreciate that so much. Thanks for being absolute beauties. Yeah, Hall had a couple. Hall actually, I think, had one of the better periods of any Boston Bruin. Who do you think the Canadiens' best players are? The best player, I think, for them is probably most important and best. I think are two different answers because I think the best for them is Jeff Petrie, but the most important one for them, I think, is Brendan Gallagher. When Brendan Gallagher is on his game, he is an absolute monster to play against. He is, I think, the true captain of that team, and I think leads by example in so many ways. He is, in my opinion, the perfect forechecking, hard-hitting winger in the NHL today. Or maybe not perfect, because his offense could still be better, but one of the most ideal and efficient ones out there, I think. I would say Toronto's better than Montreal. Extreme Fun Twins. Bo Bear 10, what's going on, Bo Bear? Good to have you. I really like the scoreboard at the top. It looks great. Thanks so much, Brendan. Appreciate it. I took like 2 hours making it happen, but honestly, it's worth it. I love it so much. And for the people that are just coming in here too, and for the first time, we have, by the way, when goals are scored, have the goal horns and the goal sounds for both sides, which is one of my favorite features I've ever implemented here. And we got 120 people in the stream. Thank you all for coming in. We're 6 likes away, if you haven't already, from the 50 like goal, and that would be absolutely appreciated. Who scored? Mr. Monster. The first goal was Tom Wilson by the Caps, and then the second goal was by the Bruins, and that was Jake DeBrusk. Oh my gosh, we're at 34,498 subscribers. We are 2 away. Can we get some 2s in the chat down below? Let me update that real quick. Thanks for the 2 new subs coming in. And if you did subscribe in this stream for the first time and are just coming in, let me know in the chat down below as well so I can get to you. Who did you predict to win the cup? I predicted Vegas, but you could probably make a more, or you can get a more detailed explanation on that video a couple days back. Henke, sup? How's it going? I don't think I've seen you before in the chat. So let's get some hype for Henke in the chat if you haven't. Bob Jim, great channel. You're a great channel. Thanks so much. Do you think NYR will win the cup soon? I obviously hope so. I think they're still a couple of years at least away. I think they make the playoffs next year, and hopefully the year after that, they make a bigger jump. But I think maybe the year after that, they can get into some serious contention. I had a pretty interesting day, so I hope Boston can do something. Hey, well, I'm rooting for the Capitals, turtle chilling, but if the Bruins get it done, I'll be thinking about you. No, Matthews is healthy for the playoffs, I believe. Grab, if there was a playoff series between the Preds and the Hawks, guessing those are your 2 teams Stars fans dislike the most, and you had to cheer for one, who would you cheer for? Definitely the Preds. No doubt in my mind, the Predators. I mean, I'm pretty sure the 2 most unlikable franchise or teams from the Dallas Stars franchise are the Preds and the Hawks. But for me, it's the Hawks and the Blues. I mean, how many times the Stars lost against the Blues? It was just so annoying, so many times. And my worst nightmare is a Blues versus Hawks matchup, which would have only happened this year, potentially, if the Hawks actually made the playoffs. But yeah, it is what it is. Jets or Oilers? I'd go the Oilers on that one, just because Connor McDavid, if he transitions that momentum, I think he's going to absolutely torch the Winnipeg Jets. Favorite goalies? My favorite goalie in the league is definitely Jonathan Quick. I mean, he's a shell of what he once was, but he's still entertaining, man. Absolutely. And besides him, I'd probably say Connor Hellebuyck's up there. Jake Ottendrez's up there. If Austin Matthews was not playing in the first round, who do you think would win the series? I mean, I think it would be pretty close, actually. Matthews is so important to the Leafs in so many ways. But I would say the Leafs still in 7 games, but it would make it a lot closer, that's for sure. The Avs have to be my least favorite franchise as a Stars fan. I mean, recently, I don't hate the Avs. They're kind of in the middle for me because I still like among the teams in the NHL, they're still pretty fun to watch. So it's a case to me where like with the Blues, they're a rival. I hate them, and they're also so boring. Like, especially when Tarasenko's not on that team. Can you please switch to the channel to paint drying? I would appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, at least the Avs are fun to watch, I guess. Take the tape, grab. Hey, it's been a while. Welcome back, buddy. Good to have you, and good to have you for the game streams. It's good to have you back. Obviously, you're an OG and a GOAT on this channel, and amazing to the playoffs last year. It's just good to have your presence in here once again. Wait. Yes! 34.5k subscribers. Oh my god, goodness. Can we get some W's in the chat down below? Let me see. Let me see if I can make it show up. Officially 34,506. That is so awesome. Thank you all so much for 34.5 on the first day of the streams. Appreciate that so much. Oh my goodness. And we'll be making a new mod as well in the live streams. We'll be making a new mod right now. So the sub goal next up is 34.6. And there you go. My least favorite hockey team is Chicago. Well, NHL team. I don't really have many teams I hate outside of the NHL or don't like outside of the NHL. Who is the least interesting regular season team for you to watch? Ooh. I mean, probably Columbus. Like, they were bad and also boring. Like, pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. I mean, Columbus chose both. All of the above. Cool Canucks, hello, how's it going? Cool Canucks, welcome to the stream. Let's get some cool Canucks hype coming in here with some great vibes. Appreciate that a lot. I've been doing pretty well. Hopefully you are as well. As a Canucks fan, I mean, I know it can only go so well right now with the state the team's in, but appreciate that a ton. Remember watching your streams in 2019? Hey, man, absolute OG. I mean, that's a long time back. Appreciate that a ton. That was the first year that we really started live streaming a ton on the channel. And obviously, it's been the sky's been the limit since then. I'm a Bruins fan. Are you seriously cheering for Washington? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I mean, I don't love either team. I don't hate either team, but I definitely prefer the Capitals. Which is no disrespect. I mean, I like some players on the Bruins. Like, I love me some David Pastrnak. But I definitely prefer the Caps, either or. But let me know in the chat down below for our intermission question, or at least one of the intermission questions. Besides your favorite team, if they're still in the playoffs, obviously, who do you want to win the Stanley Cup this year? Because obviously as a Stars fan, I don't have my main team in the playoffs, but my second favorite team, and it's been this way for, again, as long as I've been a hockey fan, is the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is pretty unfortunate with how last year shook out. But I'm cheering for the Tampa Bay Lightning to get a double cup win, back-to-back cup win season. And besides that, I would say Vegas and Toronto are my two other ones that I would like to see win it as well. What do you think the Pens' chances of winning the Cups are? I honestly think like they have a top 5 chance to win the Cup. If their goaltending can stay consistent, a lot of the other features of the team have actually been pretty good. So I think the Pens have a decent chance. Let me know though in the chat too. At 1 out of 10, what number chance would you give the Pens to win the Cup this year? Like a 10 on they're totally going to win the Stanley Cup, like an 8 they're likely, and like a 1 they're never going to win it this year. I'm a Wings fan, but I'm pulling for the Leafs. Interesting, Hussies. I mean, if the Leafs win the Cup, like the thing is, if the Leafs win the Cup, I think like I don't think you could fit a more chaotic answer, because honestly, Leafs fans are just I know a lot of them are just looking for a playoff series win, honestly, and they'll see what happens after that. But like if the Leafs win a Cup like that, it's gonna burn down the entire country of Canada. It's gonna be crazy. What do you think about Jeff Carter in Pittsburgh? He's been really good. I mean, he obviously had that 4-goal game, which has helped. But even besides that, he's been a lot better than he was in LA this year, personally. Let me see. All right, let me put this down a little more. Oh. There we go. Let me put that right there. All right, now we're good. I'm a Bruins fan, but I'd like to see Toronto win a series for once just so Steve Dangle can be happy for a few days. I mean, that is true. He'd be happy for a few days, and then the second round will come, and then the Leafs would inevitably choke, and it'd be back to the same thing overall, Shaggy. But, I mean, the thing is, like, I think for people that watch I've watched Steve Dangle for, like, 6 years, and he's a reason why I do like the Leafs. I don't love the Leafs, but I do like them. Oh, my goodness, and somebody... Hey, France became a Grab Gang member. Thanks so much, France. Appreciate that a ton. Can we get some France hype in the chat down below? Some Frederick hype for my absolute GOAT. He's got the start Marty St. Louis sound effect right there. But I was going to say, like, for people that watch Steve Dangle, like, there's no losing in this year's playoffs. There's no losing. If they win a series, it's going to be absolute. It's going to be amazing content. If they lose against the Habs, he might burn his house down. And I'm not supporting that, but I'm saying if he were to make a video about it and make maybe a live stream of it, I would not be the saddest person in the world. Just saying. And he probably will make enough money on that live stream to re-get the house again. Because everybody will be tuning in, you know it. But honestly, there's no losing there. There's no losing. How's it going, Grab A? It's going pretty well, friends. Thanks so much for joining the member gang. Absolutely appreciate it a ton, and good to have you for the start of the playoffs. I mean, I've been potentially thinking about maybe bringing on guests for the live streams, intermissions like these. So, friends, it'll definitely be one of the ones I contact for that if it does happen. Shoots Fan 18, welcome back. We got 170 people in this live stream. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate it a ton. Very funny enough, we actually have more viewers than we had at the end of the stream that disconnected a few minutes ago. So I appreciate that a ton. And if you are new, of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have a new mod to announce, though. And I think we should get into that. So basically, if you don't know already, in most sub milestones, we give out a new moderator to the channel as kind of just a thanks for you guys and all the new subscribers coming in. So we'll be making a new mod right now. And can we get just a sprinkle, not even a sprinkle, can we get a ton of mod hype right now in the chat? So let me know if you're in the chat, because if you don't, I mean, it makes it a lot easier if you're in the chat and I see your name to make you mod, just saying. So I'm going to see who is in here and who is hyping it up. I grant you that the Leafs are rightly favored and could win, will win in 4 or 5. I think the Leafs will win in 6 personally. I mean, I'm not in love with the Habs lines right now, but I could see it to where the Leafs have a pretty easy series. I think it definitely depends on goaltending though. Noah Johnson, what's going on, Noah? I live in Toronto. I was hearing car horns all night when the Raptors won the NBA championship, so it's hard for me to imagine how crazy Toronto would be if the Leafs won the cup. Yeah, honestly, like the thing that sucks about it is because the thing that sucks about it is that there's a circumstance where Leafs home games don't have any fans in the stadium, and to me that's just a disgrace. I mean, to finally have that opportunity, like people would pay literally $1 million for that. And it would be an absolute shame if they aren't allowed, any fans at all aren't allowed to go. But it doesn't seem like Canada's going to let that happen, sadly. I'm really hoping it changes, though. Yes, a stream. I would agree, Chase. It would be so good. Imagine what would happen if Boston had a 1-3 comeback against the Leafs in Game 7 against Game 7 in the finals. If it was in the finals, like, I think Leafs fans would just melt. Like, at that point, I would probably join them because that would just be hilarious. Sorry, but I'm a Sens fan. Please stop about the Leafs. I mean, the chat asked it. The chat asked it. I'm sorry. You guys did play pretty good spoiler, though. I will say that. The Ottawa Senators are one of the better teams in the NHL in that second half. People kind of don't realize that. Answer my prayers and are streaming the Bruins game. We are here, Ryan. We are here. I mean, it's the first game of the playoffs. It might as well be this one. So let me get back in the chat and see who is here once again. Sorry for getting distracted. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. There's people in here. All right. So you know what? This might be an obvious one. The new moderator has been named in the chat. So put something in the chat, any message, and you'll see if you get mod. The new mod has been named, though. Yo, Grab This Game is 6 so far. Yeah, that first period was iconic, Black Thunder. So good. And of course, you guys should stick in this second period and during this intermission for looking to be an amazing classic game. Obviously 1-1 right now, and I'll change the intermission count right now just in case I forget about it. Because you know your boy's going to be forgetting about it pretty fast. All right, there we go. And it looks like we will be getting to the second period very shortly. So, Wes McCauley, welcome to the Mod Squad. Can we get some Wes hype in the chat down below? The second period has officially started between the Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins, tied 1-1 in this contest. Both teams looking to get a big-time goal, and this next one could change the tide of the entire series. Thanks so much, all you guys, for tuning in, though. But sticking this live stream for the second period, I have a feeling we'll see some pretty big goals in this one. DD, what's going on? Gravel, donate if you wear a Bruins jersey the rest of the game. The rest of the game? Like, what are we talking about? Like, you would donate at the end of the stream or what? Because that's a pretty enticing offer, I must say. I must say. Yes or no in the chat. Should I do that? Should I do that bet right there? Because I mean, I have the Bruins jersey right there. Shots going into the second period, 7-11 in favor of the Washington Capitals, and the Caps rightfully have the puck on their sticks. Carlson, right from the middle of the ice, will slay it right back into the corner. Kept off by Tuukka Rask, and now to Matt Grzelcyk. Not quite able to grasp it completely was David Krejci, and it goes right back to the other side. That'll be an icing against the Capitals. Another one going back to the Caps' end. Another thing I've noticed in this one is that the Caps have taken a lot of icings, more than usual. And there's Craig Anderson, first playoff appearance since 2017 with the Ottawa Senators. It was determined that the play was offside. No goal, Wes. Oh, poor Wes. Poor Wes. WWE, were you? I'm trying to remember because I remember a couple days back. Right there, Trent. Oh, what a chance for David Krejci. Good save by Anderson. Nonchalant making it with the blocker. But yeah, a couple days ago, I went through basically the mod list and I removed a couple of people I didn't recognize. And it must have been because you changed your name pretty recently, WWE fan, because I think I gave it off of you. I'll give it to you by the end of the stream, though. Make sure you remind me. I'll get to that for sure. Is that the king himself grabbing? No, it's the king himself, Colton, coming in this stream. Can I tell you something? Maybe. Oh, what a chance for Alex Ovechkin. Big save 5-hole by Tuukka Rask. Now the Bruins try to come to the other side. Taylor Hall tried to give it back to Craig Smith, but the pass was not made at all there, and the Caps will reset behind their own net. Cool Canucks solo, how's it going, Grav? It's going pretty well, Cool Canucks. Hopefully you're having a great day as well. Daniel's channel, what's going on? Oshie back to Tom Wilson on the corner of the blue line, steeped out by the Bruins defense, kept by Coyle. A little bit of a bad play, though, back in front. That one was a sharp angle chance by Wilson. Let go, though, and back to the corner. Trying to get any possession and opportunities possible are Boston. Mike Riley tried to send that up. Daniel Sprong gets the puck back, though. Tries to give it to Wilson, and he does. Tom Wilson getting some space. Wilson, the shot, looking for a second of the game. That'll go off of Tuukka Rask's shoulder into the corner. And now the Bruins come up the other side. Charlie Coyle looking for a big-time goal. Another good player in the playoffs last year, but having a so-so regular season for the Bruins. Looking to have a humongous impact, especially if the Bruins want to get this series over with. Coyle's going to have to come up big. That was a shot from the point. Not tipped by Trent Frederick, no. Or actually, that was Austin Wagner. Not Austin Wagner. It's not. Austin Wagner's on LA. It's the Boston Wagner. Kevin Miller keeping it off the boards, but Nicholas Backstrom right there in position. Now off the boards. Actually, getting it back was Chara, but an errant pass goes right to Wagner, and now the Bruins come up the other side. Jake DeBrusk now the puck, who scored the first goal of this game for the Boston Bruins and the first goal of the playoffs for the Boston, who always seems to torch to the Leafs as well. We'll see his impact throughout this series against the Caps, but the Devil will definitely come up big, or needs to come up big in this one. The Bruins kind of struggle in that department, especially their bottom six consistently. That'll be one that will be one to look out for, but obviously DeBrusk, the only goal in the game so far for them on that bottom six. The Capitals end up stealing the puck, and now Anthony Mantha off the boards, comes right up. Tried to pass that in front to Backstrom, but that'll be another icing and right back to the Capitals zone with 16:34 to go in the second period. The Bruins do have a lot of Charlies. At least two, I believe. Chris Wagner? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Let me make sure. Yeah, Chris Wagner. There you go. Is Wilson behaving himself? I mean, he did score the first goal for the Caps. He's been relatively low-key physically, so I would say so, I guess. Don't think you can get a shutout when you come in relief, sadly. That is true. Am I the only Yotes fan? No, I know a Yotes fan. They aren't too happy, though. I mean, there's not really much to be happy about. You know what? Can we please get some appreciation for DeBoss? Let's get some DeBoss hype in the chat. He is a Yotes fan, and honestly, he should be paid to be. Hopefully, I'm really hoping it gets better for y'all. As a Pens fan, go Caps for now. Yinzer and Sixer. That's interesting. I've noticed like there was a Habs fan earlier saying go Boston. Definitely some split reactions onto who you guys are cheering for. I guess you guys can also let me know if you're just coming to the stream for the first time, who you guys are cheering for. One in the chat for Washington. Oh, Marchand in front. Look at the backhand top chatter, but cannot quite get it done. But one in the chat if you're cheering for Washington. Two in the chat if you're cheering for the Boston Bruins here today. Do I cheer for the Bruins or the Cavs? I'm cheering for the Capitals, but either or Riley actually was shot there off of a halfway stick and into the stands. I would say you should cheer for the Capitals, but I'm biased in that way. The chat can maybe persuade you. Give your arguments for why they should be a Bruins or Capitals fan. Grab would look fine in that Bruins jersey. Okay, you know what, Ryan? You know what? I don't even care the game's going on right now. I don't even care. I've been challenged. And I will make it happen. I will make it happen. Only for you, Ryan. Only for you. Oh my gosh, it's a pretty sunset outside. Anyways. So, is this what you want? Is this what you want? Is this what you want to see? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Is this what you want? Okay. Is this all right? It better be. 15:30 to go in this second period. Still tied between the two teams, 1-1. Game 1 of the first round and game 1 of the NHL playoffs. And there it is, Ryan coming in with the $1 donation. Thanks so much, brother. Can we get some Ryan hype in the chat? Sticking by your word. That's an absolute goat right there. I'm gonna vomit. I mean, rightfully so, Sean. Rightfully so. Oh man. It's simple. Boston has done better against us this year, and Washington has not. That is true. That is a good point. Leafs fans, if you could pick all 4 teams to play this year that you could play past the first round, who would you choose? I think it would be Montreal, Winnipeg. Well, I think Winnipeg's played Toronto well, but I think in a season series, Toronto might have the advantage. I would say Montreal, Winnipeg. Ooh, shot there, saved by Anderson, and he keeps it. But I would say Montreal, Winnipeg, and then probably like, I mean, I guess, I don't even know who they could end up facing. Maybe like out of the teams left, I think St. Louis might be favorable for them. I'm not really sure at that point. I'm the man of my word. I would never disrespect the grab himself. Hey, appreciate that, Ryan, 100%. And I did it. Change your jersey for everyone in subs. Nah, if they can't handle me wearing a Bruins jersey, then that's just an absolute shame. I'm sorry. I'll change it in a few minutes, but I'll keep it for a while to keep my word as well. I can't have Ryan keeping his word, and I can't keep my word. That's just no way to do business. There's no way to do anything. If there was no salary cap headed into next year, where would you ideally think Eichel would end up? Or should the Sabres just expose him to Seattle? Honestly, I don't know if the cap is too affecting the big teams in the market. Like, I think the teams that make sense, like the Rangers and the Kings and all that makes sense for the cap. The big thing I think that's going against the Rangers is just Buffalo's going to be in the division forever, and you just don't want to have that. Oh, deflection in front by Krejci. Big save again by Craig Anderson. Anderson's been pretty sharp in this one so far. That'll be Boston's 10th shot of the game to 14 for Washington. Let me change the shot count right now. So 10 for Boston and 14 for the Caps. How's it going? Watch us later. Hey, Daniel's channel. We'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Which prospect from the draft do you think the Canucks would benefit getting the most? Luke Hughes is really interesting to me. I think if they go first overall, that might be the pick for them. But honestly, the Canucks have a lot of options. I think they should go for defense, though. I almost said defense, Mo. But now, after a face-off win by the Capitals, they tried to keep it. That'll be offside, it looks like, against the Bruins. Interesting play there. Don't worry, guys. The mods are ready for this guy. Yeah. Knights for Eichel. If the Vegas Golden Knights end up with Jack Eichel, like I like the Vegas Golden Knights, but just you can't, like, how are you even gonna fit that? Ooh, good play by the Capitals. Ovechkin keeps it going. Anthony Manfield looking for his first goal in the playoffs for the Capitals, and first goal in the playoffs, I believe. Springed wide. Backstrom tried to get it off the backhands. He keeps it going and still going along with it on the boards. Finds Jensen. He'll get a shot in front. Deflected in front by Lazar. Back to the corner it goes. And now Charlie Coyle tried to dump it out. Big block in front by the Caps, but still not enough to thwart the efforts. And Kevin Miller will come up with the puck. On the far side, trying to get it onside now is the Bruins. Good play in front. Coyle will just end up shooting it around the boards. Probably should have just shot it on net. The Capitals now going out of reach and giving up another icing. Another icing against the Caps. This is getting pretty crazy. I mean, I think somebody should look it up, but the icing ratio between these two teams has been astronomical so far. Astronomical? Did I really just say astronomical? Grab any SN would love for you to commentate for the Bruins. Hey, their interest has peaked in the last few minutes, obviously. Oh my goodness. Do you think Eichel takes the page out of Hall's book and goes to Boston? I mean, he did grow up in Boston, but he was a Habs fan growing up, so that might take a chunk out of that theory. I think he would fit pretty well, though, honestly, if the Bruins could afford him. Now coming up the rush, trying to get that back was... The Bruins had a little bit of a step there. Now a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1, right there in front! Trying to get a shot there. John Carlson with wide open net, could not get the goal. But now a 2-on-2 the other side. The Bruins now coming in. Shot there in front by Lazar. That one kicked wide by Anderson. But the Bruins keep the puck on the blue line. McAvoy, Grizzlick now in front. Shot there. Tipped by Wagner, but not enough. Goes high and back to the corner. Wagner keeps it going. Great stick play. McAvoy checking. Back along. But they'll go into the stands for a whistle. A big one for the Caps. What a couple of opportunities on both sides. That chance by John Carlson, absolutely amazing. And just, oh my goodness, that was like 2 feet wide. What the heck was he doing? Can we get some L's in the chat for John Carlson? What was the thinking there? What was the thinking there? Oh my goodness. Hey, no politics on the stream, Austin. Craig Anderson leading Caps to the Cup confirmed. Honestly, he has actually been really good in this game. Like, actually. And honestly, good for him. I mean, he's gone through so much. Had barely played in the season for the Caps. If he becomes a Cinderella run goaltender, I mean, he did it the same way in 2017. I need to head to bed. Greetings from Finland. Hey, Nick. We'll see you later. Thanks so much for tuning in the stream. I saw you earlier as well. Thanks so much for coming in. We'll hopefully having a fantastic night. Dude, you should be a commentator for the NHL. Sean, that is the path. That is the hopeful path. I want to become a commentator someday. I've been trying to do a lot to make that happen, but one of the hardest things that for me is just starting, and I've been trying to do as much as humanly possible, but I haven't really done any full-time stuff, which is the goal right now, to be able to do that full-time. I made a scoreboard upstairs, but I have to listen to Grab down here, so I can't look at my scoreboard. I mean, you could, like, run once there's a goal upstairs and then come back down. Jen M channel. Love the stream. Bye, Grab. Hey, Jan M. You know what? He's probably not even in the stream anymore, but let's get some Jan M hype in the chat from my man. Carlson, Krebs, Glass, Haig, 2021 first for Eichel. What do you think? Honestly, I think that's a little bit of an overpayment, unless there's like the same amount of offers out there. I don't think you're gonna have to pay that much to get Eichel, especially considering the health circumstances he's in. I would say if you get rid of like a Krebs, that could probably still go. Like, I think if you give up like a Glass, or if you keep a guy like Glass, you could probably still make that trade happen. It would probably be somewhat similar to that, but Carlson's an amazing top six center. And you got Krebs on top of that, who I think will be great. Haig, who's been good in the 2021 first. That's a lot, but he is still a top 10, top 15 center, so you'd have to weigh those options too. And for Vegas, they don't really have a true bona fide elite number one center, so that also affects things. Doritos Gaming, yeah, big love from Montreal. Hey, can we get some Doritos hype? Appreciate that a ton for the support. Caps, a little bit of hemorrhage in the Bruins zone. Trying to keep that now up, and a good play by Bergeron. Bergeron up the ice, trying to find Marchand. Played by Craig Anderson back in the corner, and swept along by Garnet Hathaway. Hathaway's had a pretty big impact in this game so far, honestly. He's had a pretty good one. Hagelin shades back, spins around, trying to find Hathaway. He does, completes the pass. Now the blue line shot there by Schmidt, but that one off the blocker in front by the Bruins. Good play by Schmidt to keep it in the zone. Chipped off Bergeron, though. A couple of great defensive plays on the shift, and the Bruins will now come up the other side. Back in deep, Bergeron not able to get it, and the Caps will get possession once more. Schmidt, of course, former Pittsburgh Penguin, big-time player for them after being traded by the Edmonton Oilers. Was a huge part of those Pittsburgh Penguins Cup teams and is looking to do the same on the rival Washington Capitals. That'll be a rare icing against the Boston Bruins, so another face-off in the Bruins zone. All right, I hid that guy, just so you guys know. 5.5 goals in total. I'm not a betting man, I would say under on that one. I doubt we're going to see more than 5.5 goals. I think at this rate, it's probably going to be like a 3-2 game. Oh, and they score in front. The Capitals, after I say that, get the lead. It's now 2-1 Washington. What a crazy play in front. What a deflection. And the Caps are now up 2-1. It's Alex Ovechkin with another big-time playoff goal. 2-1 now for Washington in the crucial moments of the second period. It was tipped right in front off the shot from the boards. That was Brendan Dillon. Let's see, was that tipped by Ovechkin? I don't even know if it was. It might be Brendan Dillon's goal. I think it might have been tipped in front by Lazar. I know it was tipped by Lazar, but I'm not sure if Ovechkin got to that one. Either way, a Washington Capitals goal. Now 2-1 in this one. Humongous goal in this second period. So Caps fans, get some OV hype in the chat down below. Looks like they're looking at this play, though, as a potential challenge. By the way, for some reason it wants to... Okay, never mind, I didn't have to, but the TV wanted to turn off to sleep mode. I ain't having none of that. So it doesn't look like they'll review this. Oh, it might have gone off Ovechkin's skate. That's probably what it was. Colin Jaros, thanks so much for subscribing. Can we get some Colin Jaros hype from my boy Colin? But no review on the play. Oh, big chance in front. Backstrom. Now to Dillon. Dillon looking for another point. That one just wide. No, Ovechkin looking for the tip as well. Right after Lazona. A humongous amount of cross checks. Back in front. Mantha. Oh my gosh. A huge play in the corner. Lazon burying out Alex Ovechkin. Everybody else coming into the corner looking for a piece as well. Lazon getting pushed by Mantha. Ovechkin just got trampled. How is Lazon not getting rocked right now? If you're the Capitals, you need to step up for your captain right there. What was Backstrom or Mantha doing? Lazon was just staring him and trash-talking him from the corner, and the refs just came out and get him. I mean, this is a team that has freaking Tom Wilson, for crying out loud. And not even any cross, like, Lazar was just standing there, not even any punishment at all. He was going heavy on Ovechkin. Crossed him right in his face, right into the ice. And Mantha was just standing there. Oh my goodness. Brummaster69. Great name. I'm new. Well, welcome to the stream, and let's get some Brummaster hype. Man, you got to step up for your cat. I mean, he did kind of fall down as well, but I mean, Lazon cross-checked him like 8 different times. I mean, the guy was Like that type of play is the play of a guy that just got beat. And he'll be going to the penalty box for cross-checking, rightfully so. So I think this will be a Washington Capitals power play, and it will be. So if you remember, get some mushroom emojis in the chat right now, because we are seeing a Washington Capitals power play, a pivotal moment in this one. If the Caps can increase their lead to 3-1, this will make for an even more interesting game too in a series as well. Winnipeg Jets, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Hello from Winnipeg. You know what? Let's get some Winnipeg Jets hype. Appreciate all you guys. And if you did subscribe, please let me know in the chat down below as well, so I can shout you guys out. By the way, the power play for the Caps starts awkwardly in the Bruins zone, and they have to end up sending Karlsson back from behind his net to retrieve it. The Caps now up the rush, shuffleboarded by Karlsson, now along, good play there, and it ends up actually getting tipped into the stands for a whistle along the blue line. So 1:38 to go now in the power play, with 10:37 to go in the second. Mr. New, what's going on? What video games do you play? I have a Switch and a PS4, so basically the big ones on both of those. But I've been a Nintendo fan for basically my entire life. DeBoss, hey, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming in. Mr. Noobs, what's going on? Congrats on 34.5. Hey, appreciate it. We hit that in this live stream, which was crazy. And thanks so much for that, boys, if you were coming in here for the first time and subscribed. Who will win the Norris? Glad you're streaming games. I would say it's probably going to be Victor Hedman, and I really don't think he deserves it, but I think it's going to be him, personally. Who picked the Jackets 2 years ago? Pretty much nobody. Pretty much nobody. By the way, I checked the sub count, and it's the same as it is right now at 34,506. We got 140 people in this live stream. Thank you all for coming in here. Once again, if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But stick in this live stream. Once again, one of the best ways to support the streams is to stay in here, even if you just have AFK in the background. The Caps try to cycle in the power play, bobbled off the skates of John Carlson, though, and then it'll go into the neutral zone. Oshie trying to recollect it, gets a pass there, trying to find Ovechkin. That one, though, right to the stick of the Bruins decor, and right back to Craig Anderson. 1:10 now to go on the power play for the Washington Capitals. Shots now 15-10 in favor of the Caps. Now up the ice, it's able to find Nicholas Backstrom. Backstrom all the way inside. We'll have to wrap around the net. Now, actually, no, that was a... That wasn't even Backstrom. Who the heck was that? My bad. Backstrom off it, though. Actually, it's Nick Backstrom along the face-off dot with a little bit of separation, a little bit of space. Now in front, that one tipped by Mantha. Still trying to keep it going was the Bruins. And then we'll end up sending it off the boards. Big chunk play. Now 40 seconds to go in the power play for the Caps. John Carlson, another reset. Looks to make do with what he's got so far. Quite a few mistakes on his end, but now coming in, Tom Wilson looking for a second. Passes in front, deflected. Ovechkin keeps it, though, back in the corner, trying to slip it off to Wilson. It'll go along the boards. Caps keep it going. Schultz with some options. Schultz looking back along. Slap shot there by Dow. That one went right around the boards and back to the neutral zone. Lazar trying to go off it shorthanded. Almost got a shorthanded break there. But Ovechkin will get it back to Wilson, and Wilson will hand it up the ice. Big hit there. Now coming in, Ovechkin looking for the shot there! Into the 5-hole. It goes for Tuukka Rask, and he'll make the save with 3 seconds to go on the power play. Sean, it depends. I think I will. At least Minnesota versus Vegas. That's my plan for the first stream there. But likely as well, Lightning versus Florida. Bruins decor, is that a thing or just McAvoy? You make a good point. You make a good point. Grass, my favorite team is the Dallas Stars. Another face-off win there for the Bruins. Big time one there. And the power play will officially go away. Full strength now for the Bruins. Jeremy Lauzon off the penalty box, trying to get the puck back. A big hit by Charlie Coyle behind the Capitals' net. The Capitals with a little bit of struggle getting another zone, but will right after. Nick Dowd now sending it along the ice. Kept back by Charlie McAvoy, swinging it right around the boards. And now to Craig Smith. Bobbling puck, not quite able to get it back. Smith, almost getting it. Was Charlie McAvoy dangling a couple of players, but not quite able to complete the whole sequence. The Caps now swing it up the ice, rifled right through the center, and now coming in is Carl Hagelin, the speedster. Of course, another former Penguin, just like Justin Schultz on this roster, looking to get another championship under his wing. The Bruins not able to complete the neutral zone pass. Now Taylor Hall along, able to find the decor as well. Brandon Carlo now up the ice. He'll find David Krejci, and now Hall with a shot. That one will ricochet into the stands for a whistle with 8:03 to go. So I need to take off this Bruins jersey. Because it ain't it. I'm sorry. Ryan, I put on the jersey for like 10 minutes, but yeah, I simply cannot anymore. So it's back to the Team Canada jersey for me. Petrie was mentioned in the Norris debate. I mean, he's kind of had a little bit of a lesser second half, but I think he'll probably still be top 10 in voting at least. All right, so here we go. Same as me, love PlayStation and Nintendo. Hey, the iconic duo, you love to see it. Thoughts on the start season? I mean, they started off with COVID. They had so many injuries. I'm proud of the way they played, and if they play the same way, I think they'll be in the playoffs next year. Adam Timote, hello from New Zealand. Adam, let's get some Adam Timote hype in the chat down below. Watching this stream from all the way from New Zealand. That is absolutely amazing. Welcome to the stream, and good to see hockey fans all the way over there across the ponds, or somewhat across the pond. Ex-Avs Stamkos 91 subgrab. What's going on? You know, let's get some. Let's also get some Avs Stamkos hype from my boy coming in here and showing some love. Yeah, it's mostly based off reputation, which is why Hedman will probably win it. I actually have the Jets winning in 6. Ooh, okay, friends, okay. I think the Oilers will end up winning it, but I don't think it's going to be a big deciding victory at all. I'm recording a video of me commenting to DM you on Twitter. Okay, let me know if it sends. Jets clapping the heck out of the Oilers. No depth and old Tendy, we winning in 6 easy. If Mike's, I'll say this, if Mike Smith goes back to like 2019 Mike Smith, then the Jets are absolutely steamrolling the Oilers. But the problem is he's been one of the best goaltenders in the league this year. And I don't know what the heck they were feeding him in the offseason. And what kind of magical powers they've given the grandpa. But he has been amazing this year. And it's been one of the main reasons why the Oilers have been so good. I mean, Koskinen has kind of just been okay. Meanwhile, Mike Smith has been the man for them. So I think that deserves some praise. Yo, Grav, notice a new setup. Hey, yes, sir, Salty Wings. Good to have you in the stream once again, brother. And yeah, it's a whole new setup. And for anybody coming in here for the first time as well. Oh, that was a weird play. The puck went right up in the air and just fell randomly. But if you are new to the streams, or new to this stream, oh, Taylor Hall right in front, trying to get a shot there, a backhand by Krejci, cannot get it on net. But when a team scores, no team scored right now. But when a team scores, we have the whole GIF and the whole sound effect on the right, which I think is such an improvement. It's amazing. Trying to come up the ice of the Capitals, gone to halfway, a couple of breaks, but not able to get the shot there quite. Hagelin ends up sending it off the boards, sent off by David Krejci though, and now Smith up the ice, rifled back by Carlo. Not able to be kept by the Bruins though, and they'll have to be forced in their own zone once again. Down with some space, actually Eller with some space, giving it to Connor Sherry. Sherry still keeps it back to the blue line, a big shot there, and a save by Tuukka Rask with the pads, just able to make it happen and send it out of the zone. That was a big chance for the Caps, and a heavy shot too. Sherry ends up entering the zone once more, but the Bruins end up getting an outlet, and now coming up the ice. Marchand, not enough speed on that one, but it'll be offside anyways. Tyler Pollard, long time to see. How's it going, Tyler? And we got Orem coming in here. Let's get some Orem hype as well. Who do you prefer, Colorado or Winnipeg? As a team, I think the Avs are a much better team. I would probably root against the Jets if it was an Avs-Jets series. Yes, the YouTube channel is to grab. I love him too, and I never found a way to actually implement him until this year. So I'm super excited to have that happen. What a game, eh? It has been an amazing game. Absolutely. 6:48 to go in this second. Still 2-1 for the Capitals, but that big time goal. Actually, did we get confirmation that it was Alex? You guys can let me know in the chat. Did we get confirmation that that was Ovechkin's or Dylan's? A swipe play there right in front. Almost found Sherry. What an amazing play there set up. That was Raffle who made a sweeping play trying to get the puck on the other side. But now the Bruins on the other side as well. McAvoy shot, but a low danger one right into the chest of Craig Anderson. Now the shots are 18-11 in favor of the Caps. progressing quite well throughout this one. Brad, welcome back. Can you do a goal horn ranking video? That might be in the cards for this offseason. I would love to do one of those. I'm at a professional soccer game. Hey, Brad, not too bad. Philip, hello, grab greetings from Helsinki, Finland. Welcome. Good to have you, Philip, and good to have you in the game streams. Absolutely. Who do you think takes the series? I still think Boston, Tyler, but the Caps have been a much better team so far and have started off pretty well, which I'm a little bit scared about. The Bruins have been a little bit lackadaisical, I would say, so far, especially in the offensive zone. But a big face-off here in the Caps zone, and a big one to test Craig Anderson, hopefully, for the Bruins. Goes back in the corner, but the Caps are able to get it back. Smith pressuring Jensen, though, and the Caps have to squeak it out. Good play by TJ Oshie, dangling out a couple of players there to get it behind his net, and now send up Tom Wilson for the outlet pass. Now coming in, almost getting that was Dowd for the breakaway. Couldn't quite keep it, but now along for Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson keeps it. Now some space. Tom Wilson keeps it on the blue line, but not completely in. Strickles out into the neutral zone. The Caps will be forced to make a line change there. Wilson will actually stay in, and that line at least will stay in. Jensen will get a shot there from the blue line. That one, a little bit of a rebound in front off of Krejci's body. Wilson will wrap it around to the corner, though. Here comes Zdeno Chara. Chara along, finds Wilson. Wilson back in front, trying to find it to Dowd. Couldn't quite get it. Now again, another shot. That one saved by Rask. Oshie now the manhandler. Able to get it going. Now into the corner it goes. Dowd trying to get it out. Grzelcyk, though, good pressure play. And Krejci will finally get the line change he needs, and will get it out of the zone there. Nick Ritchie trying to slide it off. Good play there for Schultz. And now Ovechkin behind his own net, getting it back. Tipped by Ritchie, though, in front. Able to get it back as Coyle. That one rifled wide. Ritchie, though, in a right place to get it back. And it goes to the blue line once more. Kevin Miller a shot. That one right in front. And that'll be a save. Brett Ritchie looking like, or Nick Ritchie looking like Bobby Orr with that play. He got tripped, I think, in front and just absolutely sprang out behind the goaltender. There was some fighting afterwards. Will this be a penalty? Are they playing Wilson on the fourth line, or is it just this play? I would assume it's that. I mean, he was out there for like a minute and a half. Wrong player gets that partial break, Ray. I mean, you're pretty right on that one. What is going on, Grab? How is it going, Hayden? I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully you are as well. By the way, let me know in the chat down below, too, your final predictions for this one, since it is 2-1, and what you've seen so far. Let me know in the chat once again, who do you see winning this game and getting it done in the end? 1 for Washington, 2 for the Boston Bruins. Let me know what you guys see happening. Hot take, but I think the Blues have the best goal horn. For me, it's the Dallas Stars. No bias at all. No bias at all, none whatsoever. I think it's Dallas and LA. LA Kings is the best 2 teams. What's your thoughts on the Canucks cleaning full house? I hope they do. I mean, Jim Benning is just not an NHL GM. I'm sorry. He never was and is still not. What is your favorite team for the Stanley Cup? Well, my prediction is Vegas versus the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. But who I'd want to see in the Stanley Cup final is Tampa versus Vegas. I mean, the best goal horn and song combo. I mean, having a Holiday is not too bad, friends. Not too bad at all. Oilers and Jets Oilers and Jets could be a good series. I think it will be. I think it's still going to be an amazing one, too. Awesomeness24, great. Hello, Awesomeness. Long time no see, buddy. Good to have you. Go Knights, go. Dylan agreed. Hopefully we'll have a great playoff run this time around. Go Leafs to cracked, eh? Respect to that. Good luck to the Leafs as well. Hopefully they'll make it past the first round this year, finally. On a scale of 1 to 10, though, let's do some more scale of 1 to 10s because that's fun to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think Jim Benning deserves to be fired? Because for me, it's a 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Oh, it was Brendan Dillon who just absolutely just killed Nick Ritchie and sent him Bobby Orring across the blue paint. Benning over Shirelli? Well, I mean, you're comparing a GM to one of the worst GMs of all time, so I mean, I sure hope so. Capitals get the face-off win and get the possession. Carlson rings it around the boards, trying to win that face-off, or trying to win that icing race is Raffle, but no call on that one. Right back to the Washington end. Let me also end up updating the shot count. It's 12 for the Bruins and 19 for the Washington Capitals. So there you go. 1,000 out of 10. I would kind of agree, Hayden. I'd kind of agree. The crack 6. Oh, shot in front. Connor trying to get that was Pastrnak. Could not get the backhand opportunity. Another shot by Bergeron. Saved by Craig Anderson. Is in front of the slot. How did that puck not go into the net? Oh my, one of the craziest opportunities you'll ever see. And the Bruins could not make the most of it. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity. Craig Anderson was out of his own net. The puck was right in the middle of the blue paint. And still nothing. Oh my goodness, what a chance for the Bruins to tie this game up. Pastrnak at first could not get the shot. Anderson had to recollect himself to make the save, but couldn't grab onto it. Pastrnak was right there and hit the post. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure he hit the post. Oh yeah, he tried to go between the legs. He hit the post though. David Pastrnak has been snake bitten in this one. Holy crap. Man. Robin Hughes, Hughes to Philly. Luke Hughes? Probably. Oh, looks like we'll see a Boston Bruins power play. So let's get some mushrooms in the chat down below. Some mushroom hype for this power play. Get some power play hype. The Bruins have a heavy opportunity to get the equalizer after their bad attempt a few seconds earlier. Boys, get some W's in the chat down below for this game so far. Right there, big shot by Pastrnak. Another big save by Craig Anderson. Coming up huge in this game. Richie keeps it going. Back in the slot, trying to find Marchand. Could not quite complete the pass. Great defensive play by the Habs. And they get it out. Matt Grzelcyk now trying to enter the neutral zone, slides to his partner in Pastrnak, and Pastrnak coming up, trying to get that off, but left the puck out, and it swerves right back to Rask's zone. Grzelcyk will have to reset as well in this one. I mean, this power play for the Bruins has been absolutely stinky. It's been terrible. It's been stinky poo-poo, if you want to say it. Grzelcyk now to Bergeron. Bergeron have a shot! That one just high. Rings all around the boards, and now Tom Wilson with some space. Wilson on a 2-on-2. Wilson coming in the shot! Big opportunity saved by Rask. But he's able to make the toe save and get it out. Bergeron now will ring it around the boards. Trying to get that back now is Nick Ritchie. It finds Pastrnak on the far corner. Pastrnak a shot back in front. Another opportunity for Smith. What a chance on his backhand, but a save by Craig Anderson. Coming up huge for the Caps so far in this second. But Marchand gets it back with 48 seconds to go. Pastrnak keeps it. Now a shot in front. That one was deflected. And it is into the net. The Bruins score and tie it on the power play. It liked to be deflected in front. Might have been Nick Ritchie's goal. And it's now a 2-2 tie game. It looks to be Nick Ritchie in front of the net, deflecting that one past Craig Anderson. And that will be a good goal just past the goal line. And the Boston Bruins get it done. My goodness, what an opportunity for the Bruins. And they finally make the most of it. 2-2 now in this one. And it's now a completely different ball game, boys. Stick in this live stream and hit that like button as well if you haven't to get the stream out there to new people. Let me check where we're at right now. 118. Love that. We're 2 away from 120, so every bit helps. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And let me change the score real quick because the Bruins get the equalizer. Because I didn't know what happened at first because all the Capitals players acted like it was out or acted like it didn't cross the line or nothing happened, and then the Bruins players just started celebrating out of nowhere, kind of like Patrick Kane in 2010. 3:20 to go in this third period now. Tied game and a whole new one tonight in Capital One Arena. Backstrom backs it out for Ovechkin. Now coming in, man for the shot. That one saved by Rask. A little bit of bobbling in front. Now coming in again. Back to the blue line it goes. Dylan the shot. That one blocked in front by the Bruins. Now in front of the slot. Shot there by Ovechkin. That one just wide. Kept in by Mantha. Unsuccessful though, as Miller will get back to it. Corrali will kind of shade back for himself, and the Bruins will try to just eagerly get it out, and they do. What a couple of opportunities and a response there by the Washington Capitals. Now coming in, Corrali with a short angle shot. That one saved by Anderson, kept by Backstrom, and now behind the net it goes for Justin Schultz. He'll gladly take that possession and bring it out. Justin Schultz now on the other side. Back in deep it goes. Played by Tuukka Rask once more. Ringing it around the boards. Ends up finding Taylor Hall's stick. And now going up is Matt Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk with a play there. Chopped off by Smith. is led away by Karlsson. Big hit and coming by Hall on Karlsson. Karlsson, though, gets up, gets the puck again, and now comes out. Big play there, and Sprong will ring it around the boards himself and find the defense there in Jensen, or actually Orlov, I believe. Wilson, though, back in front of the nets, kept it going. There's Oshie. That one, a shot trickled off the ice, kept on by Karlsson. Now retrieved by Wilson. Wilson looking for his second of the game. He tried to poke that away, but too much bobbling on that one, and John Karlsson will leave it out into the neutral zone. The Capitals trying to get a heavy response here. Bruins goal assisted by Ritchie, or goal scored by Ritchie and assist by Pastrnak and McAvoy. 2 big assists on that one. Grab, why do you have to remind me? I'm sorry, Flyers fan. Let me see. I can't stay up till 1 when we have 15 OTs. That is true. All right, that's going to be a pain. Mr. Ray, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming in, bro. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. 1:20 now to go in the second. Actually, stay for the second period at least. We have a 1 minute to go basically in this one. The Capitals try to reach it out now. Dowd on the other side, looking to get his own entry. He does. Dowd with some space, checked by Lazar, but still able to get the shot around the boards. That another shot just wide though, not able to get everything on it from the defenseman. Now back behind the net, Dowd sets up, able to get a shot by Chara, looking for the big opportunity. That one deflected in front too. Dowd leaves it off for his partner. Now in deep, Tuukka Rask will end up getting the save off of Lazan's leg and get a big whistle with 51.5 to go. A little bit of shaking, a little bit of intensity around the net. Kevin Miller going around with Garnet half away. My goodness. Diego, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Good to have you. We got 150 people in this live stream. Thank you all for joining me. Once again, if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We'd love to have you in the Grab Gang. Everybody's appreciated. If you're enjoying the goal calls, everything like that, we'd love to have you. And if you do subscribe, please let me know in the chat down below so I can shout you out. If this is your first live stream, just say, I subscribed, and I'll get to you. I'll check it out. WWE fans. So now we have the face-off in the Bruins zone with 51 seconds to go. Once again, 2-2 between these two teams. And we'll see what ends up happening. Good face-off win by the Capitals, kept off by Lars Eller. Clutch player in the 2018 Cup run. And the Caps are able to keep it in their own zone. Swifted by Orlov, now up top. Able to get it now is Raffle in that fourth line, trying to recollect. Garnet half away, trying to still keep it. He does miraculously. He's being triple teamed right now, and half away still keeping the puck. My goodness. An absolute brawl behind the net. Now back to the blue, or at least attempting to go to the blue line. Karlsson will end up just ringing around the boards. Kept off by Grzelcyk though. Good play up the ice, and now setting up Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand now up into the offensive zone. Gets a shot there. That one right in tight. Looking for his own rebound, but cannot get the shot off. And now the Capitals a 3-on-1 the other way. Lars Eller the shot. That one just high, and will go right into the neutral zone to end the second period. Crazy opportunities on both sides. It couldn't have ended any other way in this second period. 2-2 going into the final 20 minutes. Fire God, hey, thanks so much for subscribing. Can we get some Fire God hype for my man? But the second period is now over, and we now have a tied score. It was 1-1 going into the first. So honestly, I'm just assuming it to be 3-3 going in overtime after the next 20 minutes. We'll see how it happens, though. Brosif Rescue. That's an interesting name. Thanks so much for subscribing. And let's get some hype for Brosif Rescue right now in the chat. Everybody get some hype for Fire God. Get some hype for Brosif Rescue. Show some support for the new members in the Grab Gang, everybody. Who would you rather have it on defense for 82 games? Game 7, Jake Gardiner, or 20-21, Patrick Laine? I mean, I would probably say Patrick Laine. I mean, I don't think you could have played as a defenseman any worse than Jake Gardiner did in Game 7s. But Patrick Laine, I mean, he's... Defensively, we know how bad he is. He was kind of just fine offensively this year. I would rather take that. Dream Legend! Thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Grab Gang Dream Legend. Appreciate that. Let me quickly, by the way, update the shot count, because I do believe it is a little bit out of date. But we'll be getting into the first intermission question, or the second intermission questions right now. So let me know in the chat right now, besides a player on your favorite team, Who would, in your opinion, be the player you're rooting for the most to win the Stanley Cup this year? Now, personally, for me, it's far and away Jumbo Joe Thornton. If he wins the Cup for Toronto, that's just an absolutely just incredible storyline. I think Joe Thornton would be my pick, but let me know down in the chat down below. There's a lot of other options out there too. I think the NHL actually put out a tweet a little bit ago about that. So let me see here real quick. All right, so media-wise... All right, so yeah, so so this is like a list of players that haven't won the Stanley Cup. Joe Thornton, Ryan Suter, Jason Spezza, Zach Parise, Shea Weber, Travis Zajac, Keith Yandel. I don't think he's won the Cup. Paul Stas, did Paul Stastny win the Cup? Either way, there's a lot of veterans that definitely could use that ring for sure. Hey, Greg, I'm back. Sander, welcome back, brother. Good to have you. Branderson, the legend. My favorite team is the Dallas Stars. Sean Winters. Hey, thanks so much for subscribing, Sean. Can we get some Sean Winters hype in the chat from my man? My man. Game 7, Jake Gardiner or Jack Johnson? Definitely Jack Johnson. The man himself. He's too good. I think Montreal will go the distance. I don't anyone. It depends on Carey Price. I mean, if he's able to be at the level he was at last year, then I could see it, but honestly, that Habs team has been pretty rough so far this year, especially second half wise. That is the thought I had while you were talking. Okay, I'll look for it in a couple minutes, Franz. I deleted my deleted Discord off my phone, so I can't access it too easily. But I'll try to get to that as much as I can. Connor McDavid is also another choice. Connor McDavid is another great choice. I mean, if Edmonton wins, he'd be the big one. I mean, the thing is against McDavid that so many people talk about is just him not having the cups and not having that leadership. But to me, Connor McDavid's the best player of this generation, hands down, even if he doesn't have a cup. And to me, cup wins are super subjective because it just depends. Like, let's say, to me, the cup argument and a player not having the cup automatically meaning they're not good enough is a lousy one. It depends on the situation, though, because let's say a player that was on an elite level went to like the Stanley Cup final every single year and never seemed to get it done. Never had that opportunity. Never went up to the plate in the right moments and never seemed to win it all. But with Connor McDavid, he's made the playoffs what? Technically 2 times in his whole career? If we're not counting the play-ins last year, technically 2 times, and this second time is this year. It's this year. So to me, in McDavid's case, he's done as much as he can humanly do. But this year is obviously a big test, I think, for his legacy. Who do you like on the Capitals? My favorite player for the Caps would probably... Honestly, there's a few options there. I really like Ilya Samsonov. I like Mantha. I like Ovechkin, obviously. Backstrom's pretty cool to me. Oshie's an absolute beaut. I'm trying to think of others right now. I love me some Brendan Dillon as a former Stars or as a Stars fan and a former Dallas Star. I like Dmitry Orlov a lot as well. I have a question for you. On your favorite playoff video, I said I wore my Oshie jersey to school, and you said, "Dang, hopefully you can get that fixed soon or something." Ouch. Didn't you? Because I'm pretty sure in that comment you said that it was like damaged or something, or you had a tear in it or something. I'm pretty sure, and that's why I said that. I'm pretty sure that was what happened. Who do you want to win the cup? Well, my favorite team left is the Tampa Bay Lightning. I want them to go back to back, baby. That would be amazing. Sometimes you were stuck in a bad team and one person can't carry the whole team. Absolutely, agreed, Vaughn. Caps fan, what do you think about Connor McMichael? I like Connor McMichael a lot. I mean, he's really adapted well to the pro game in the AHL, I think. He's a player that has a lot of good fundamental tools. One of my main strengths about him, I thought, was the IQ. He's a stupendously smart player and a super consistent one, too. I think there's still some areas to improve on. His two-way game is sometimes suspect. His skating consistency can be a little bit rough sometimes. But the tools are there to be a top 6 player, I think. And I think Washington can certainly develop him into that. Marchand could have made it 3-2 but missed the net. Yeah, honestly, the Bruins have had so many opportunities. So many opportunities, man. Hey, what up, Joshua? What up? You know what? Let's get some Joshua hype coming in here. Thanks so much, Joshua. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Anyone on the Panthers that had way too good of a season, IMO? I mean, the Panthers would be an amazing team to see win the cup, honestly. Nikolai Ehlers, I want to see the cup, and I want to see my old teammates lift the biggest piece in hockey. Yeah, honestly, that'd be so huge for Danish hockey. So huge. I would love to see that. Except I want him to go on Dallas and then win the cup. I don't want it on the Jets. Sorry. And I think we could agree there, France. Maybe not about the Dallas Stars part, but about the Jets part. Oh my gosh, my voice is getting raspy right now. Sorry about it. Minnesota winning the cup will be magical. Like, here's the thing. I'm a Stars fan, but honestly, like, Minnesota's been far and away the team in the Central / West that I think could have a really great Cinderella run. I mean, I would love to see them win it. Kaprizov lifting the cup. There's a lot of storylines there. How's your day, Grav? It's going pretty well, Trevor Zeros. Hopefully your day is going great because you're an absolute goat. Preston, hey, Grav, it's been a while. Yes, it has. You know what? Let's get some Preston. You know what, boys? In the chat, if you can, for Preston. Can you type in all caps, Preston, we missed you. Great to have you as well, back in the chat and back in here, guys. Or back in the community. Do you think the Sens will make the playoffs next year? Honestly, I would not be surprised. Like, I think the Sens have a decent chance. Like, if they go back to the normal Atlantic Division, I don't think the Red Wings are quite there yet. The Bruins could maybe fall off. The Sabres are obviously the Buffalo Sabres. The Leafs would be amazing. The Lightning will be amazing. I'm trying to think. There's a team I'm missing, I know. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. PJ Hazy, what's going on? What's pop? What's poppin', baby? What's poppin'? Of course I remember you, Preston. You've been on the show for a long time. I can't stand the Habs. Hey, more power to you. I like the Habs personally. The thing is, the Habs and the Leafs are my two favorite Canadian teams. So, yeah, this series is going to be interesting for me. Gavin plays, love your vids. Hey, I love you, Gavin. Thanks so much. I mean, here's the thing. I appreciate every one of you guys that comes by the streams. Obviously, this channel is more video oriented, but yeah, it is what it is. I love interacting with you guys, and this is the best chance I get to talk with you guys too. I mean, obviously comments, and I try to reply to as much as possible. But I mean, if you want to get a response from me, this is probably the best place to get it. Adam Fox for Nowheres, absolutely agree, brosif. Absolutely agree. Oh, the Panthers and the Habs. So. I would say the Panthers are in the middle, I would say, of that division, saving Montreal. I mean, the Sens have a chance. I don't see the Habs being as inconsistent as they were this year. And I also see the Panthers roughly still saying in the same tier. Maybe not as good, and I don't know if they'll be as prominent, but I think they still could be like a wild card, but like level team. And that leaves Ottawa, which I think they would have to make a pretty huge step to make the playoffs, but who knows? Anything can happen. Grav, you're the GOAT, bro. No, you are the GOAT. Hey, I mean, Levi, you're in the Avs. Let me know if it's Levy or Levi. Either way, GOAT status right there. If my channel is weather related, if you want to make a forecast for my area, tell me. I'll make a vid. Well, I mean, in Dallas is pretty good right now, so it's been raining a lot though, so I might need that. Absolutely. Are you gonna be streaming a lot on the playoffs? Yes, Joshua. So the plan is to be streaming at least like every other day, possibly every day for the first and second rounds. So look out for that. It'll be amazing. So you'll definitely want to be here. That's for sure. Let me see. The year is 2024. Joe Thornton, Roman Polak, and Lucas Biza are eligible for the Hall of Fame, but there are only 2 spots left for this year. Who makes it for you? I mean, it's obviously Lucas Biza and Roman Polak. I mean, I think more power to Joe Thornton. All the power in the world for him. I mean, he's still a good player, but we're talking about the greats of the greats here. And does Joe Thornton really belong in a tier anywhere near Roman Polak? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So I think in that department, we should definitely go in a different direction. And I think Lucas Biza, Lucas Biza isn't in the same tier nearly as Roman Polak. I mean, Roman Polak will get 1,000% first place votes, but Lucas Biza will still be up there, and we'll obviously get 100% second place votes. So I think it'll round out pretty well, honestly. What grade are you in? I'm a senior this year, so technically graduating. And yes, I am an American. And I've talked about that before as well. Like, in terms of like the NHL YouTuber landscape, it's like Nasher, me, and like I don't give Kachuk as like the only American NHL YouTubers, which I'm pretty sad about. I think there should be so many more of us, but it is the way it is, and I just try to represent it as much as humanly possible. Do not ban Lucky Ducky. Hey, we got Brad Marchad in here. Wait, Brad Marchad. Brad Marchad. Welcome to the stream, Brad. Cody Cece's also in that conversation. Definitely not as good as Roman Polak or Lucas Pisa, but around the same level, I would say. Around the same level. Are you streaming the Pens versus Islanders game tomorrow? Probably. Well, actually, I might not. It depends. Because, like, how many of you guys would be available for that? Because I know a lot of people for Sundays have church and stuff. It's a really early game. It's like 12 p.m. It's like, I think it's 12 p.m. Central, I think is what it is. I know I'll be streaming Vegas versus Minnesota and maybe Florida versus Tampa. By the way, let me know in the chat where you come from. We did this a few streams ago, but let me know if you don't want to say your city, just say what country you're watching from. I'm obviously from Dallas, Texas, and let me know what you guys are watching the streams from. I always love doing that a ton, and we get some great variety too, so that's always exciting. Grab the go, give me the hype train. Hey, I mean, Bob, I'll give you some hype. Why not, Bob? Why not? Yo, it's good. Grab a regular in the Hot Takagi chat, and I'm starting to come into yours as well. Hey, Jasper. I appreciate you coming in. We appreciate it a ton. Welcome to the Grab Gang streams, and hopefully having a fantastic night. And again, on this channel, I mean, I just prioritize fun. I prioritize interacting with as many people as possible. So good to have you in here, and hopefully you enjoy your time. Thoughts on the Blackhawks next year? I doubt they'll be a playoff team. I think the Blackhawks should rebuild personally. Like, if they're able to get like Connor McDavid, Matthew Michkov, Shane Wright, Brad Lambert, I mean, that would change their franchise. I think Chicago should be in the lesser half of the teams, I would say. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show it. I can't really. My phone's down. My phone. I need to charge my phone. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to show it on my computer, because apparently I was trying to make some music for the live, or I was trying to get some music on the live stream, but it wouldn't actually produce any sound. So I don't even know if I can do that. I'll let you know though. Montreal here. Hey, Charles, not bad. Bruins fan from Cincinnati. Shaggy, that is interesting. Definitely not conventional, but hey, I can respect the unconventional. I mean, I'm a Texas hockey fan. I mean, I'm pretty much as unconventional as it gets. Scarborough, Maine from Hockey Arcade. It looks like we're about 5 minutes away from the third period getting underway. We have basically that time as well. We have a 2-2 score, tied game. So I already did this when it was 2-1 Capitals, but it is a completely new ball game right now. A completely new ball game right now in the chat down below. Put a 1 in the chat if you see Washington winning this game in this third or overtime. 2 in the chat for the Boston Bruins. Once again, I'm going to span some 1s. I have some belief for the Washington Capitals in this. Actually, I'm going to span some 1s because I want Washington to win. But yeah, I think they're going to get it done. They've been the better team so far, but if the Bruins can capitalize on their big open, wide open, empty netters, then they actually might have a chance. Hey, Preston, Dallas, let's go. Let's go representing. You love to see it. Let me see. Jamie Alexiak is an underrated offensive force. I think he's just an underrated force in general. He's a madman. I dare you to start Nasher hype. I mean, I did meet him in St. Louis. Great guy. What do you think of Gallant possibly being the New York Rangers coach? I love it. That would be my first choice personally. He's had a great experience with young players as well. I think that's what New York should go for. And it looks like he's the main candidate, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm from Quebec and New Brunswick border. Not bad, Rocky. Not bad. Good to see you. Northwest Iowa over here from Tate. That's amazing. Hockey fans in Iowa, you guys are the goats. How do you feel about Russian prospect Vladimir Sertikin? That's an interesting. I feel like that rings a bell. Let me see. No search results on Google, so I guess not. We need Monty to make an appearance. I'm in a different house right now, so Monty. I mean, you guys know I have pictures of Monty, but sadly Monty cannot show up in this year's prop. Well, it depends. So if you guys don't know already, my house, because of a bunch of Texas storms and just an unprecedented amount of cold, a couple of months ago, a ton of Texas homes were just obliterated. Not from like the cold, but from like floods. And what happened was our pipes upstairs ended up blowing out, and it just flooded the entire downstairs almost, and we've gotten it completely removed pretty much, and there's a bunch of work being done on it, so it probably won't be ready for like another 2 months probably, which leaves out the playoffs. Sadly, I'm hoping to have the regular setup that you guys know and love back in the at the most at the start of next season. But yeah, I'm trying to make these setups as good as I can possibly make them. I think the Caps' goals and chances are more available, than they are getting them easier than the Bruins. That is true. I think consistency is a big thing. I mean, the Capitals, I think, have a lot more of it, so we'll see if that translates. Among Us, maybe. The 34.5 moderator was Wes McCauley. Wes McCauley. I don't know why I forgot him for a second, because he's an absolute legend. And by the way, he's been first in every single video for like 20 straight ones. He's an absolute mad lad. 100% honest thoughts about the Nucks. I mean, if things get mismanaged more, I think they could be one of the most disappointing young cores we have ever witnessed. You have one of the best potential centers in the league, one of the best potential defensemen in the league. That's Dubnyk, who could be an amazing goaltender, and so many good prospects there. And to me, you set the tone when you don't fire Mark. You set the tone when you don't fire Jim Benning. To me, he can be attributed to a lot of the problems of the Canucks. Overpaid, players that make no difference. And how are they signing Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes? Like, they still haven't. And like that's scary to me. The Canucks have such an opportunity to be such a good team, and they have such an opportunity to waste it all too. I'm really hoping they don't, though, because they could be one of the most exciting teams in the league. But now we are officially getting inside the third period. Let me quickly put out the period itself. And the third period is officially underway. Let me know in the chat down below. 1 in the chat if you see Washington winning this game. 2 in the chat if you see Boston winning it. Let me know your official predictions. I'm still going the Washington Capitals. I think it's going to be a big third period for them. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do so and stick in this live stream. We got 160 people here. That'd be huge if we can get that, especially going in overtime to get a bunch more viewers coming in. So everybody is appreciated. Orlov is shot there, saved by Tuukka Rask. Kept on by the Capitals, and now on the boards it goes to Raffl. Raffl now in front of the slot, trying to get that to Jesperi, but not quite able to connect. Yeah, I would love Luke Hughes and the Devils. Oh, a good play there by the Caps' fourth line. Raffl keeps it going. Back in tight, a sharp angle chance. It'll be saved by Rask, though, and a huge whistle coming up here. You know what? Maybe Bruins and Caps fans might not agree, but let's get a W train to get some good luck and to get us some good luck for potential overtime. Put some W's, because if we do, we might go to overtime. Hopefully the hockey gods will bless us for the amount of W's in the chat. That would be pretty cool. Cap's second goal now belongs to Brendan Dillon. So there you go. Big update on that one. Shots in favor of the Capitals, 31-29. Pretty even spread so far through 41 minutes. The Bruins now try to exit their own zone, but some disaster creates. Ovechkin trying to ring around Lazar once more. Some bad blood between those two. Coyle able to send it out, though, and Miller will just get it out. Brendan Dillon off his stick will end up trying to get around the boards, but it'll be kept back from the middle of the ice. Good play by Coyle defensively as well. Nicholas Backstrom looking to see his options off the boards, and now to Anthony Mantha. Loses a stick just barely, but Ovechkin gets it back, and now on the other side of the ice, not able to connect to anybody. It finds Lazar once more. Now on the blue line, kept by the Bruins, but a little bit of a shuffle play. That one right in the corner. Backstrom gets it out, though. Some space. Backstrom now looking in. Backstrom to Ovechkin. Ovechkin, the one-timer. That one. And going in from Tuukka Rask, and up going into the corner. Big save there. And the Capitals will look to retrieve and re-energize the attack. Heavy opportunity there by a number 8. And now Lars Eller gets it to Wilson. Wilson looking for a second. That one off of Tuukka Rask's glove, it looked like. And popped out in the corner. Wilson keeps it in the boards. Double teamed there by the Bruins. Oshie now along. Trying to get that in front to Dowd. Good play by Hall. Almost let it out to Dowd, or to Eller in front. It goes to the blue line. Shot there by Chara. Now some reinvigoration from the blue line for the Caps, but not quite enough to keep it in the zone. And then it'll go right back to the Caps zone. That'll be icing against the Bruins, though. So a big face-off here for the Caps especially. It's 3:33. Oh, 3:30, friends. That is insane. Thank you so much for being here, man. I can't say thank you enough. Cheetah Gaming, what's going on? Appreciate it. Pen sure is real nice. Yeah, I got my Pens Winter Classic jersey over there. It's still one of my favorites of all time. Listening to you, I feel really privileged to have to listen to Keith Jones on this. Not to have to listen to Keith Jones on this broadcast. Oh, poor Keith. Kept by Schmidt, or by Schultz. Good play by Taylor Hall defensively with the block, and he sends it up to send it, or at least attempted to send it up to Smith. The execution, a little bit faulty, let's say. The Caps send it up the ice, right through the middle. Alex Ovechkin dangling out Lazar, his former foe, or his foe right now in this game. Kept in by the Caps and Backstrom. Now to the other side. Shot there by Schultz. That one. It looked to be deflected off into the corner, and it did. The Bruins now try to get it out into the neutral zone, and Hall with the answer. That'll be another... No icing, actually. Icing waved off with 17:10 to go. Let me see. I might listen to it after the stream, WWE fans. Don't worry about that. None of my friends care about hockey. I need hockey friends. You know, JWD Ski. Can we get some love for him in the chat down below? Can we get some hype for him in the chat down below if you guys can? No hockey friends. Hey, let's change that, Grab Gang. Let's change that. Let's show him some support. And that's the same thing for me. I mean, I live in Texas. None of my friends are hockey fans. And that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, was to just talk about hockey and actually, or talk about sports mainly, but hockey as well as it went on, and actually have somebody to talk to with it. And it's come all the way to now, which is crazy to think about. Trying to get up the ice is Pastrnak, but that'll be another icing, I think, against the Bruins. With 16:15 to go now. Oh yeah, I think I restarted Streamlabs, and I think it deleted the commands. I need to get back on that though. That's true. The Shranagovich using and Kotkaniemi line was pretty amazing. That scoreboard is fire. Thanks so much, Bjork. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been so happy with the results so far. It's been a really fun adventure, and I think it's a major upgrade over what we've had before. What happened to Dallas this year, Grabs? They started out, like, almost all their teams started off with COVID-19, and then they had a bunch of injuries and had some bad defeats. I think if they played the way they had, healthy, it wouldn't have been a question if they made the playoffs, personally. I'm just hoping that next year is not the same way health-wise, but the same way performance-wise. And there you go. So Fran's dropping the Discord link right there. Orlov with this shot. That one just wide of Tuukka Rask. Good play by the Caps, trying to keep it back. Sprinkled into the middle of the ice, though. Bruins a little bit of pressure. And Marchand tries to get it out, giving it right away, though, to Nick Dowd. Good play by Pastrnak to leave him off the puck. And now Marchand trying to spin around everybody, trying to get a little bit of space. Great play by Michael Raffle. Holy crap. I'll say this. The two big guys for Boston in Pastrnak and Marchand have been fairly silent in this game so far. And that's huge for Washington. If they can keep those two guys off the boards, there's a much bigger chance they have a win. Oh, trying to get that was Krejci off the Smith pass. A mega opportunity. They maybe should have been a little bit more patient with that. McAvoy now to David Krejci, though, setting up that second line. Coming up the left side is Taylor Hall. Just able to get off it, but not quite able to keep it, is Boston, and Sherry will just end up getting it out. Is that an offside? Or is that a penalty? Wait a second. Either way, still 2-2, and it will be a penalty. I think this will go against the Washington Capitals, actually. So a power play here and a big-time mushroom. One-man advantage for the Boston Bruins. Hey, I've been chirping Marchand and Pastrnak so far in this game. If they can make a huge goal happen here, that could completely swing the tide of the series. I mean, the Capitals, I think, are a team that wants to get the momentum going, could easily get that done. And you see Raffle on the penalty on that one. I mean, I guess a little bit. I'm not sure if I would have called that, especially since it's playoffs, but I think that you could persuade me for that to be a penalty. But boys, get some W hype in the chat down below for this power play. We'll see what happens in this one. Bergeron loses the faceoff, though, right around to the Caps, and they blast it right to the Boston zone. Yeah, I wouldn't have called that personally. I mean, I'm cheering for the Capitals, so you guys know I'm unbiased in that. I would have left that go, but whatever. Bergeron down the other side, trying to connect there trying trying to connect there in front, but nobody was there. And the Bruins will have to reset once again with 1:30 to go. Brad Marchand now alleviates the pressure, gets into the blue line, kept back by David Pastrnak, using that silky skating in a good way. Bergeron now behind the net, trying to get that along. Bad play there by Ritchie. Ritchie will now serve it, though, and get the puck back. To Bergeron it goes. Now finds Grzelcyk on the other side. Pastrnak looks. Pastrnak gets a shot there. Deflected by Ritchie. Trying to get the shot. Rebound was Marchand. But Grzelcyk looking for his options. Back to Marchand. Marchand sets up. Grzelcyk wants more. Grzelcyk for the shot. That one right in front. Trying to get the pass there was Bergeron. But could not get it. Great defensive play by Carl Hagelin with 55 seconds to go in the power play. Pastrnak now leading up the rush and will end up going for a line change after he exchanges pucks with Charlie Coyle. Now coming up is Charlie McAvoy, Charlie to Charlie. Now going up is Brad Marchand, enters the zone and whiffs it around the boards. Kept by Bergeron, now to Krejci. Krejci now to Marchand. Marchand, Krejci, the connection established. Krejci, McAvoy, the shot! That one just went high. What an opportunity. I think could have gotten that easily. But no goal. Coyle trying to get alongside, but they'll go off a Washington Capitals defender and back the other way. 20 seconds now to go on this power play for the Boston Bruins and one of their best chances to get the lead in this game. David Krejci now enters with 12 seconds to go. Back along, keeping it there was McAvoy, but not quite enough. It goes into the deep end. Trying to play that puck was Anderson, kept off by Taylor Hall though. Now along. Smith, McAvoy, now on the other side. Getting a shot there was Krejci. Smith ended up being deflected by Taylor Hall. But that'll be it for the Boston Bruins power play. Even strength now with 12:40 to go in this third period. What an opportunity for the Boston Bruins. And they can't make the most of it. Oh my goodness. This game has been so good, y'all. Like, this has been such a good, close hockey game. You know what? I'm going to start a W train as well. Let's just appreciate this great hockey starting us off for the 2021 NHL playoffs. And by the way, if you are new and enjoying the commentary, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. We're 2 likes away from 150. That'd be amazing if we can hit that right now, boys. Absolutely. Blues fans who don't like Boston. That makes sense, Holland Gamer. Great to have you here today. Ottawa and Seattle, Kraken, Dallas, and Arizona all have chance next year's. Arizona, I didn't quite realize is going to be in the Central Division. That's going to be interesting. Well, let me know in the chat, because I was thinking just the other day about how, obviously, Seattle signed their first player in Luke Herman. Let me know in the chat right now, if the next season were to be an 82-game season, not even knowing what the roster looks like for Seattle, how good do you see Seattle being? So let's say the Pacific Division has 8 teams next year. Which spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, do you see them finishing in next year? I'm going to go, I personally, I think they'll just miss the playoffs, but will be one of the best teams to miss the playoffs. I'm going to say they're either going to be 6 or 5. Grab what happened to the least power play near the end of the season. Honestly, I think a lot of it was just in their head. I mean, there was a lot of plays that could have been made, just some bad luck, some bad opportunities. But I think a lot of it was just the confidence not really being there, sadly. There are people in the Discord that are talking about bullying a Leafs fan, and I'm a Leafs fan. Hey, there are a lot of different people are in the Discord than streams usually, so don't take it too bad. Don't worry. Worse than the Sharks, hopefully. That is true. That is true. Yeah, right. Both goaltenders have been really good. I mean, Craig Anderson, to give him credit, man, has stepped into this game and has been amazing for them. Like, amazing for the Capitals. And honestly, if he's the Cinderella story of this year, I would not be too mad. He's an amazing person and should definitely get up there. Marchand has been shaking in this game. Pasta finds his ground. Bruins have this series. Yeah, honestly, both of them. Like, that power play for Marchand especially, like, I don't know what really was going on there. He was, so, like, almost too patient at times. He let everybody catch up to him, and then he would end up doing nothing with the puck anyways. Definitely, like, this power play for Boston has been just... it's been innocent. I would say this Bruins power play has been innocent so far this game. There's not really too many quality chances. The Capitals are keeping them in the perimeter. They're keeping the low danger chances away from Boston too, which is huge. When you have scorers like Pastrnak, when you have scorers like Marchand, they can't get straight into the slot, and there's been none of that so far, which has been huge. Shots right now, 24-18 in favor of the Bruins. Now Alex Ovechkin coming in. Alex Ovechkin right around. Oh my goodness, what a save by Tuukka Rask. Alex Ovechkin going around everybody, almost scored an amazing goal to put the Caps on top, but not quite good enough. What an opportunity for Ovi. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alex Ovechkin just showing off what he can do right there. TJ Oshie now with some space. Back for the corner, trying to make a shot, pass happen on the shot. And actually, that might be... Was there no penalty on that play? Oshie and some Caps fans were looking for one right there. Getting the puck was Marchand. Now Pastrnak will lead out the breakout. Good play there to enter the neutral zone. And it goes back to the corner on the Washington side. Ringed around by the Caps, now kept out by Pastrnak. Still trying to keep it in and keep the pressure going. But it'll bobble right to John Carlson, and he'll likely have that. Off the boards, now to Orlov. Connected and conflicted was that pass. Synonyms, I know. Yeah, Tuukka Rask's been unbelievable this game. Yeah, that goal was like OV 2006 right there. Krejci back to Pastrnak, keeps it going. Now the blue line, some space for Charlie McAvoy. That one right in front to Anderson. He made the save. Hall almost got that rebound, but not quite. Hall now from behind the net, getting it back to David Krejci. Krejci now looking to the blue line it goes. McAvoy shades it to Pastrnak. Now McAvoy all by himself. McAvoy right there! Another save by Craig Anderson. And now coming out, the Caps with some space. A 2-on-1. Dmitry Orlov trying to get a shot there. That one didn't even connect on the net. A couple of major opportunities for both sides, but no go on this one. But the Caps keep it going. From behind the net, trying to reach it back is Lars Eller. Some bad play here by the Bruins defense pairing and McAvoy. But they're able to get it out just barely. Taylor Hall with some nifty dandy moves. Now to Craig Smith. Craig Smith, the shot. That one off of Anderson. Another 5-hole save. And he's able to get it out in Lars Eller. Now Justin Schmaltz gets it back. Brendan Dillon out to Carl Hagelin. He connects to Sherry. Now that Hagelin, that's a shot. That one ended up ricocheting wide, but Sherry keeps it going. Back to the blue line now. Shot around there. Good play by Schultz. Kept back by Eller, and now to Schultz once again. Schultz and Eller just absolutely exchanging pucks all the time. And now goes in the corner. Dillon and Eller fighting for it on the Cap side. Still kept back, a sweeping play there. Coyle was left off, and it looks like that'll be no penalty. But the Bruins will end up breaching out, finding Jean Corelli, and getting it back to Craig Anderson. 9:14 now to go in this third period. We got 150 people in here. Make sure you get some playoff hype in the chat down below. And if you are not already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do so. Join the Grab Gang if you're enjoying the commentary so far. We'd love to have you for the long haul. We're going to be streaming almost every single day for the playoffs, so we'd love to have you too. Chara with a shot, that one right under the stick though of Kevin Miller, and now reaches out for the possession, trying to find Jake DeBrusk on the sky-high pass. Jake DeBrusk keeps it now, flings it around, almost found Curtis Lazar there, a sneaky play. Now behind the net, Jensen ended up throwing DeBrusk into his own goaltender. Still kept in the corner though. Jensen with some pressure, able to find it out, but the Bruins get a shot from the point. That one right on Anderson. Now a loose puck right there for Curtis Lazar. What an opportunity, but a save by Anderson once again. Jake DeBrusk looking for his second point of the game. Now McAvoy for another opportunity. A one-time shot on the other side. That one rifled wide, and back to the neutral zone it goes. That was Wagner, I believe. McAvoy looking for another opportunity, ends up swifting it back into the corner. Kept along by Orlov, and a great studying play there by Dmitry Orlov to get it out. Kept into play by Charlie McAvoy. Now playing it. Craig Anderson has it. Right behind him, he'll end up right behind John Carlson. He'll end up finding Orlov, and now the breakout for the Caps wants to start out now. Coming up the ice, Dow with another opportunity, trying to get around the three-man pressure here, and he does. What a great play, but halfway slipped on his skates. Would have been an amazing opportunity if he hadn't done that, but now Marchand comes up on the other side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so hyped, y'all. This has been such a good game one of the playoffs. Such a good start to this year's playoffs. I've been enjoying the hockey so much today. Oh, sweet play here by John Carlson. Carlson ends up finding Hagelin. Hagelin a shot. That one into the pads of Tuukka Rask, and he'll make the cover with 7:22 to go. Oh, man. I definitely need to update the shot count, so give me a second, y'all. But once again, we have 150 people here. Thank you all for being absolute goats. Once again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do so and join us. My phone is now charged, and once again, we can... Look what the sub count is. Actually, we jumped quite a bit. We're right now at 34,524 subscribers. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate that a ton. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So thanks so much for the not 34, 24. Thanks so much for the what is it? 18 new subscribers? I can't count. Sorry. If this game goes to 5 overtime, I think I'll die. Like, officially. Like, I think I'm pretty much dead at that point. They're playing hard, absolutely. I mean, I think this has been a super intense, super physical, and super rugged game, but you can tell both teams are trying their absolute hardest. Caps or Bruins? I'm cheering for the Capitals, but I think the Bruins will end up winning the series, personally. Don't tempt fate, man. I need to sleep. That's pretty true, Francis. Grab, Seattle will be in the Pacific, not Central, because Arizona will be in the Central. Yeah, I think I said that earlier. Best hockey YouTuber, Bjork Strand, thanks so much for making my day. I mean, you've been on these streams and you've been on the channel for a long time. An absolute OG. 150 people here, yet only 2 Flyers fans. That's a tough scene. I mean, it isn't a Flyers stream, sure, but it is what it is. Hopefully, if we have more people in here, we'll get another Flyers fan for Flyers fan 28. Ovi is just a highlight reel every time he hops on the ice. Honestly, you're not too far from the truth. He's just an absolute madman out there. Like, the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize with Ovechkin is that at any time, he can just out-dangle anybody. Like, that's an underrated part about Ovechkin's game that I don't really think gets talked about enough. Like, obviously, everybody talks about the goal scoring and the shot, obviously, as they should. But the guy can dangle out if he needs to, and he's done that throughout this game. How many hats do you have? I think I have like 20-ish NHL ones. A big-time face-off here in the Boston end and Capital One Arena. Big-time face-off win by... Oh, Schultz coming right in! That shot just rifled wide. I think it might have been tipped in front. Good face-off win by Backstrom, set it all up. And a good passing play by Smith. Now sets up Taylor Hall. A bobbling puck between his legs. And right there was Manfa to get it out. A little bit of trouble there getting it to Schultz, but he'll eventually will. Now Schultz able to find Backstrom. Backstrom up the ice. Evading icing, but setting it in nonetheless. Played off by Tuukka Rask, now in the corner of the Boston zone. Anthony Manfa with some heavy pressure on this one. I'm a Ducks fan. Who else? I mean, we have some Ducks fans in here. I know a person named Trevor Zegers was on here. Oh, John Carlson a shot. That one just a little bit wide. I think he was looking for the tip there. Kept in by the Caps. Orlov not able to keep it. Or actually, they were able to keep it in. Good play by Carlson. Backstrom, though, trying to get some pressure off of Lazar. Ended up grabbing him and hugging him, but still not able to get it past. Scoring chances in this game actually favor the Boston Bruins now, 19-18. But obviously, the power plays have helped the Boston Bruins cause quite a bit. Orlov trying to dingle out everybody right now, but the Bruins able to get the puck back, trying to get that right in front of his coil, but cannot quite coil it all back, if you know what I mean. TJ Oshie swings it back as well, but a great heads-up play by Sean Corelli to lead it up, and now the Bruins come up the other side. Now coming Nick Ritchie, trying to get a shot there. Good play by Zdeno Chara with a stick, and now the Capitals come up the other side. Now TJ Oshie with some space, able to find Sprong. Sprong the shot, that one off of Tuukka Rask's blocker, and now the other side for the Bruins. Coyle into the middle of the ice, trying to get into the offensive zone, but Tom Wilson and the Caps able to put on some good pressure there. We're now getting into the dying minutes of this third period. 5:40 left in Game 1 of the NHL playoffs. Game 1 of this series between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals. What a series we've seen and what a game we've seen so far. Now Lars Eller comes to the left wing. Will circle back. Try to keep it back from Patrice Bergeron. It'll end up just swiftly going back through the corner. The Caps keep it in. No shot. No intent on the puck. Oh, right in front. One opportunity by Lars Eller. One crazy couple of saves by Tuukka Rask. Some of his best of the night. Lars Eller all alone for not one, but 2 opportunities. And he could not get it past Tuukka. For any Bruins fans or anybody cheering for the Bruins in this stream, get some Tuukka in the chat. What an absolute madman in this game. An MVP. MVP. My goodness. The Bruins now trying to get around that scariness and will end up tipping it into the Washington zone. Trying to get it back was Curtis Lazar, but he ended up just slipping on his skates, and that's about summing up the Boston Bruins attack right now. Kept in by kept the pressure going was Wagner. Dad will circle back and look at who he can go for. Almost given up to Brendan Carlo, but a bobbling puck and a couple of stickless later, and the Capitals do get it back. Hagelin not able to get it from the middle of the ice. Good defensive play by Jake DeBrusk to disallow that forechecking opportunity. Now the Caps with the puck in their own zone look to have something different here. 4:08 to go in this third period. We're getting down to the wire, boys. Down to the wire. Coming in was Schultz, and now up the other side is Mantha. Actually, a shot there by Backstrom. That'll go off of Tuukka Rask. Kept off, but a good positioning there by Krejci. He'll end up reaching into the offensive zone, reaching it, and able to keep it back. Shot there from the point, but off of a defender in front, and the Capitals wisely play it out. Now coming, Alex Ovechkin looking for the puck. Ended up just botting everybody, but the Bruins, with a good heads-up play, are able to get it out nonetheless. The Capitals get a shot on net, saved by Rask. Off the glove, though, and Mantha keeps the sustaining forechecking going. Mantha now in the corner, kept off by Lazar. Right in the middle of the skates, and Kevin Miller looking to get it back, and he does. Good passing play there in the middle of the defensive zone for the Bruins, and a key pivotal one. They made a few of those plays that they've needed to make defensively, and the passing was somewhat tart to start off the game. Definitely has improved quite a bit throughout the 60-minute campaign. Actually 57-minute campaign, and is definitely finding form in this third period. The Capitals, though, double team there behind the nets, trying to get some pressure here as that Bruins third line kept in, and still trying to get it back was Boston, but the Capitals end up getting the puck again. Another big time opportunity wasted for Boston. Now 2:45 to go in this third period. 2-2 in this one. Boston versus Washington. Brandon Carlo leaving it back again. And now Brad Marchand coming to the other side. Now coming in. An opportunity for Mike Riley. Mike Riley, of course, acquired by the Ottawa Senators in the trade deadline this year. Had a pretty positive impact for the Bruins over in the regular season. That shot coming from Patrice Bergeron will end up going into the stands and out. So 2:26 to go in this third. And some heavy opportunities so far as well. But nothing. Zilch at this point. Papor, go Habs. Hey, respect to that. I'm definitely cheering for the Habs in that series versus the Leafs. As an upset, personally. Yes, I am definitely a CBJ fan. Hey, not bad. We got now Bjork Strand and CBJ hockey. Do you watch the UFC? Not really, but when it's on, I guess. Yeah, this game has gone by super quickly. Honestly, it's been a super entertaining one. Thank you all for stopping by and enjoying it with me. And once again, if you are new, of course, hit that subscribe button. We're right now 2 likes away, and technically 11 from 169 away from, of course, the like goal. So everybody's appreciated. And if you're enjoying so far, we'd love to have you. Yeah, rare stopping. That is true. That's a good point, friends. We haven't seen many whistles in this third, and especially the icings have been cut down quite a bit as well from both teams. But let me know in the chat. You know what? Let me know in the chat. If this game does go to OT, who do you see scoring on both sides? Which player do you see it being? So for Boston, I think if they win in overtime, it's going to end up being Brad Marchand. For the Washington Capitals, I'm going to say Garnet Hathaway gets a big time goal. He's had a great game for them, and I think he will be the overtime hero to set up game 2 as well. I think it's going to be Hathaway and Marchand if we do see those two goals. One of those goals happen at OT. Grab, are you in a comfortable chair? Yeah. It's like a 7 out of 10. It's not the best chair in the world, but it's pretty good. It's actually like a dinner chair that we have, but it's actually pretty good. Are you a Texas Rangers fan? Unfortunately. But I like 3 major teams in the MLB. The Rangers, the Mets, and the Cardinals. But yeah, get your predictions down in the chat down below, and whoever ends up getting those predictions right will end up getting a big shout out as well on this live stream too. So I think honestly, if it goes to overtime, I think the Capitals still have the advantage. But again, the Bruins have had time and opportunity after opportunity. It's just actually kind of putting the friggin' puck in the net. I mean, my goodness. It's just been sloppy in that regard, I would say. Shots right now, 31-22 in favor of the Washington Capitals. Let me change that right now before we get into the last 2 minutes. So 31 for the Washington Capitals. And for the Boston Bruins, 22. So there you go. Updated the score count on the shots. Yeah, I know. Mets fan, not the greatest. But at least the Cardinals are better, and the Rangers are still kind of the same poopy as the Mets. Grizzly a shot from the point, right in front. Oh my goodness, a wide open opportunity for Marchand. Could not get the rebound though. McAvoy back to Pasternak. A tight angle chance, but off the, I think off the little bit of the post maybe. Marchand now fights to scram for that puck in the corner, but coming out of it was Connor Sheary, and he'll dump it into the corner. Some heavy speed there by the Washington Capitals. Grizzly will wrap it around, kept in by the Washington Capitals though, and never mind. It'll be an offside call right there. 1:59 to go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, good to know, AJ Flames. Appreciated. Then Eller for the Caps. Interesting. Your commentary has improved a lot and is getting to the level of the actual NHL broadcasters. This isn't an easy game at all, and you're doing great. Thanks so much, fans. Appreciate that. I think one of my biggest weaknesses I've noticed in this game, especially, has been as the game goes on, I get less and less detail with my words, and that definitely I've been trying to correct that. But I'm just trying to be the best commentator I possibly can be, and entertain you guys as much as I can be as well. It's just fun to do. Like, again, I've said it before, but these game streams especially give me so much practice that I wouldn't have really otherwise. And to be able to do it in front of a crowd, I guess, of 159 people is crazy to me. Backstrom with a key face-off here. Trying to settle it with David Krejci. The Bruins do, in fact, win the face-off. Big-time win for the Bruins in that regard. Krejci now up the ice, trying to find his partner in Craig Smith, but not quite connecting. And Alex Ovechkin will try to get that puck back. Swayed, though, and the Bruins will gladly take it. They'll dump it in, and kind of saved by Craig Anderson. The Capitals with a little bit of pressure forechecking wise, still able to get it out. But the Bruins with a little bit of formation here, able to set up in the offensive zone. Taylor Hall now in the far side, getting around a defenseman here. Crammed by Brendan Dillon. And that'll be a good play, allowing Schultz to get back to that puck and set it up on the other side. Line change for the Capitals, a line change for the Bruins on that end. And now Mike Riley for the Bruins sets up, coming from his own zone and coming right up into the neutral zone. Going and spinning it right around up the boards. That'll actually go into the stands for a whistle. 1:02 to go in this third. All right, 1:02 to go in this third. We are officially down to the wire in this game. Once again, if you're just tuning in, let me know if this game goes to overtime. Which goal scorers do you see happening? Which player for each teams? Let me know. You're almost your Bucci Gross overtime challenge almost. Andrew, grab gang duty to the man. No, you're the man. I appreciate being here, Andrew. Worst player on the Bruins? I don't even know. I guess like maybe Boston Wagner, but I have to look at like the taxi squad or something. The Discord is very sarcastic, Zarbian. I wouldn't take anything personally over there. The Bruins keep it going now. 39 seconds to go in this third period. 39 seconds to go until we see overtime in the first game of the NHL playoffs. TJ Oshie wrapping it around and hoping to find somebody, but looking absolutely lost with that pass. Still in the end, though, Lars Eller recollects and finds possession, goes to his D partner in John Carlson, and now he goes to his D partner in Dmitry Orlov. Passed back up and retrieved by the Boston Bruins, kept up and kept in by Matt Grzelcyk. Now up the rush. He'll end up swerving it and sending it right off the stanchion. Able to be played back by Orlov just in time, though. Kept in by Grzelcyk. Good play there. Grzelcyk now will send it into the middle of the ice and behind the net. And Oshie trying to get back to that one, but that'll be the end of regulation finally. And we will be going into overtime for the first game of the playoffs. 2-2 between the Boston Bruins and the Washington Capitals. Boys, can we get some hype, some W trains for this OT in the first game of the playoffs? My goodness, that is amazing, y'all. I'm so happy about that. 30-second feedback lag? For me, it's like 5 seconds. You might want to refresh your stream if that's the case, because to me, it's like 3 seconds behind. Zarbian, I told you once, and I'll tell you again. It's the Discord community is super sarcastic, and again, don't take everything personally there. Maritz, how's it going? Welcome back, Maritz. Good to see you. OT would be awesome, but holy frick, my European brain cannot handle the intermissions. That is true, Maurice. So one of my least favorite things, I know why it is the way it is, but 20-minute intermissions for OTs really suck. So I'll just change the Let me just change the period real quick because I don't want to forget about it. So we are officially into overtime between these two teams. So, you know what? We already got the official predictions for who you guys think will score. Let me know in the chat right now. Which team do you see winning this game? Final predictions. 1 in the chat for Washington, 2 in the chat for Boston. Get a huge train going, boys. Everybody's appreciated. Roxanne Kimball, welcome. Well, let's get some Roxanne hype. Appreciate you being here. Love the scoreboard, bro. Grab, appreciate it, Brendan. It's so much better than what I used to have. So much better than what I used to have. Planning on streaming any games tomorrow. I'm planning on doing Minnesota, Vegas, but I might also do Tampa, Florida. Let me know in the chat. Well, I'll pull you guys a little bit later for that. Man, for the game-winning goal. Ooh, I'm gonna say Brad Marchand, game-winning goal. He's been super quiet throughout this entire game, but he's gonna show up when the team needs him the most, and it's gonna be a Boston Bruins victory. That's my prediction. Let me know in the chat who you guys see winning this one. Ready for another 5 OT game to start the playoffs? Hey, Sharms, I mean, here's the thing. This is half full, and this is all the way full. I am so ready. Well, I'm not ready. I would like it to not happen personally. Pasta and Backstrom winners for respective teams. My picks and W. Who's going to score the winner? I'm picking Marchand. I'm picking Marchand, maybe. Maybe. AZ Taff, say hi. Of course, I'll say hi to you, AZ Taff. Welcome to the stream. Let's get some AZ Taff hype if you can in the chat. And by the way, if any of you guys did subscribe for the first time in this live stream, let me know as well in the chat. Just say I subscribed, and I'll make sure to shout you out on the channel as much as humanly possible. Right now, we're at 34,528 subscribers. Thanks so much for the 4 new ones coming in. And let me see here real quick. I think I need to go all the way down. Yeah. Let me update that. So, you guys already know. You guys already know who my predictions are for the winners today. So I want to do a poll as well. 1 or 2, let me know. Which game would you rather me stream tomorrow? Or which game would you be there for, really? Because Islanders Penguins is at 12 p.m. Eastern, or 12 p.m. Central last time I checked, or 12 p.m. Eastern. It's really early in the morning. And Florida versus Tampa is at 6:30, I want to say, Central, 7:30 Eastern. If you had one choice, which one would you be at? 1 for the early game in Pittsburgh versus New York, and 2 for the Battle of Florida later on in the evening. What would you be more available for? Let me know, y'all. Because I'm having trouble kind of dissecting how early it would be good for that. Oh my goodness, Bobby with a $7 donation. First 5 minutes into the first period is why I love playoff hockey. Obi laying waste to fools. Much love, brother. Thanks so much, Bobby. Can we get some Bobby hype in the chat down below from my man? Appreciate it. And that's I mean, like the first 10 minutes, like exactly, you're exactly right. The first 10 minutes of this game was unbelievable. It was about as good of a start as you could possibly have wanted. And Ovechkin laying down everybody. That just shows you how intense it's gonna be. Archie Sports, thanks so much for subscribing. Let's get some Archie Sports 2 hype. We also have who else? Charles, of course. Let's get some Charles hype from my man. Appreciate it as well. Armin, I'm a Leafs fan. Hey, respect to that. Hopefully the Leafs actually do something this year. Yeah, for anybody that predicted overtime, kudos to y'all. Big shout outs. Robin Hood just subscribed as well. Can we get some Robin hype? I subscribed over a year ago. W Hockey Arcade. Grab the well. The good news for Dallas, they have now time to get healthy for next year. Absolutely. If they play the way they did this year and are healthy, then I think it's going to be a good season for them. Seamus subscribed. Hey, as well. Appreciate it, buddy. And oh my goodness, so many people. So Antonio subscribed. We have Corey Kidd, by the way, coming in here. Hello, Corey Kidd. Thank you all for the new people coming in, and let's get some hype for those peeps in the chat down below, y'all. Let's show them some grab hype. Bye guys, love you all. Love to all of you. Enjoy the OT and have a blast. Thanks so much, friends, for being an absolute beauty once again. Welcome back to the member game member gang as well. Have a good night, and we'll party it up in your favor. Do not worry. Do not worry. But boys, can we get to 200 people before this OT starts? That would be absolutely amazing. We have 175 people in here. Stick in this live stream. We'd love to have you for the long haul. Bolt Waves, what's going on? I subbed and notifications on. Gavin, that's a true W. Like there's a W and then there's a major W. That's it right there. I sent someone here hoping they'll come. Hey, Flyers fan. Hey, I appreciate that so much. Thanks for recommending it to your friends and all that. That goes a long way. Absolutely. Thanks for the hype. Hey, no problem, Charles. No problem. You think Gallant would be a good hire for the Rangers? I think absolutely. He'd be my #1 choice. And it seems like he is the #1 choice for the Rangers. I think he has a good track record in terms of, like, if you look, I think especially Florida is a really interesting one. If you look back to the Florida Panthers and the success that he had there, he was playing guys like Huberdeau and Barkov like 20 minutes a game when they were like 22 and 23. He's not afraid to play the young players like they should be played. And I think Gallant is a guy that just sees it how it is. He'll tell you when it's straight, but he'll also give you opportunities to succeed, which I think in some areas with David Quinn was just not really a reality. And I think especially a guy like Alexis Lafreniere will be so good against Gallant. Well, I can't remember. Doesn't Gallant speak French? I'm pretty sure he does. I think that'd be an amazing connection for Lafreniere and Gallant. How far will the Canes get? I think they'll make the second round. I think they'll beat the Nashville Predators, but it just depends. I mean, they could face a plethora of teams. Tampa is going to be the big one. I think they'll probably make the conference finals, but it'll be just like 2 years ago, another disappointing conference finals loss, I would say. Nicholas, yo, Grab, what happened to the old format? Also, you just mentioned someone that would be good for the Rangers. And here, Jar Gallant would be the man I would go for. And yes, the old format, I've ditched the old format. The new format for the scoreboard is here. And personally, I think it's a little bit better. It's a little bit more sleek. And by the way, for anybody just coming in the stream, sometimes when people do goals and all that, they aren't that high. But if you're just coming by the stream for the first time, I just want to show you. If the Boston Bruins score, you're going to hear this. You're going to hear a big old Boston Bruins goal with the whole animations and everything. If the Washington Capitals score, you're going to hear this. So it's going to be absolutely hype. It has been throughout this entire stream, and we're going to be going hard with the OT winner. You guys already know. It's going to be a good time, y'all. Gallant doesn't speak French, otherwise Bergevin Montreal will go after him. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Hot take, Grab, put on a Habs jersey. I'll put on a Habs jersey for the Leafs and Habs streams. That I'll do that, okay? This guy's pretty smart, dude. Hey, I appreciate it, Michael. He does speak French. Blacks. Interesting. I'm getting mixed messages right now. Oh my goodness. I subscribed and turned on all notifications, Roxanne. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. Get some more Roxanne hype if you haven't already, guys. Come on. You're awesome, Grav. You'd be a great commentator. Hey, Skodad. Appreciate it. You're the man. Spencer Knight or Stuart Skinner, who will have a better career? I have my bets on Spencer Knight. Definitely Spencer Knight to me. I mean, Stuart Skinner's look pretty good in the AHL level. I think he could be a goaltender for sure for the Oilers, but I think I would much rather take Knight right now. Let me see here. Hey, Zeddy's in the chat, my man. What is your favorite team? My favorite team is the Dallas Stars, Roxanne. My favorite team is the Dallas Stars. Antonio, how is it going? Good to see you. Roxanne. I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't want to get copyrighted. Loving the new format. I was now kind of hoping the Bruins score because the Cavs goal art is annoying. As for no offense to Cavs fans, I don't like. The thing is, I don't think the Cavs goal horn is terrible. It's just that like police siren, whatever it is. I don't even know exactly what it is. Like that police siren that's just it just glares in your ears. I don't have the volume on my TV though, so I will not be hearing that. My prediction, McAvoy for Boston, Eller for Washington. I like those ones. Let me see, by the way. I needed to go back to the chat a little bit too to see you guys' thoughts on the Pens one. So okay, so a lot of people were saying the Pens there. Interesting. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention the Minecraft Mayor. And up subscribing. Sorry I didn't get to you earlier. The Minecraft Mayor. Let's get some hype for them in the chat. Appreciate it. All right. So it looks like the OT will be starting in about 5 minutes time. 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not like, I don't even like either of these teams too much. Like I'm cheering for the Capitals, but I'm already feeling the stress, y'all. I'm already feeling the stress. Bolt Waves subbed with noties on. Hey, that's just a W play right there. Let's get some Bolt Waves hype in the chat from my man. No, the game is not over. We are in OT, right? Or we're going to be going into overtime right now, Level Gamma. My least favorite team is the Chicago Blackhawks. Thoughts on how many cups I can coach the current Red Wings to? I would say probably 69. You know, I would go 68, but 69 is just a much more realistic number to me personally. I mean, anything less than 69 I think is an absolute disgrace, but I think you can definitely get there for sure. Thoughts on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? I like Ukko-Pekka UPL a lot. I mean, sadly, he had an injury, I'm pretty sure, at the end of the season after he just started it. I think he'll be a potential starter in the future, though. Thomas Hickey, what's going on, Thomas? No problem. Better late than never, I always say. Everything Vlog Gaming, welcome. Gallant has most French name and junior Quebec play history, but he doesn't speak French. Dang, then. That's pretty interesting, then. Either way, I think he'll still be good for the Rangers. All she wanna do is put it all on. Can't wait for the 2023 draft. Those top two guys are ridiculous. Yeah, Bedard and Michkov are going to be so fun, y'all. And you guys know how much prospect and draft content I make on the channel, but, I mean, those guys are just unreal in so many ways. Is OT on right now or ad break? Yeah, we're in the commercials right now. I think we're about like 12 minutes through the intermission so far. So we're on the cusp of the OT starting. Do not worry. Justin, welcome back, brother. Good to have you. Who will be the goalie for Florida in the playoffs? I would assume Chris Trigger. Some Panthers fans said he might correct me if I'm wrong. Bob starting? What? Sergei Bobrovsky. I mean, he hasn't been terrible this year. Like, he's been better than last year. But, really? I mean, we'll see how it goes, obviously. But, yikes. By the way, let me make sure the tip ticker is actually updated. It's weird. Why? I don't know why it's not updating. It's like the I'm talking about the donation thing right here. It should update to the people that have donated today. That's super weird. I'm sorry about that if it's not on that screen. You already know the playoff hockey vibes. You already know, baby. It's here. It's here. What channel is the game on? Stefan, it's on the main NBC. What do you think about John Gibson? I think Gibson's kind of regressed a little bit these past couple years, sadly, but I still think he's one of the better league goaltenders. Bro, I'm just going to say you're the best YouTuber I've ever watched. Justin, you're freaking making my night, man. You're freaking making my night. Thanks so much. I appreciate you being in, appreciate you being in the playoff streams. It means a lot to me. That's an NHL leaving NBC this season. I think it's for the better. I mean, ESPN just has so much exposure potential, and I think it's just such a much more mainstream thing than NBC could ever be, sports-wise. And even if they give, like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like NBC didn't even give that crazy amount of attention to the NHL. But I feel like ESPN, just to have it on ESPN is going to be so different. And I think TNT is another interesting one because they really only have the NBA. And I think having the NBA and hockey as well will really help TNT, and I think it'll be good. All right, so okay, I was gonna keep my message, but either way, my favorite hockey player is Capo Caco. But the OT is about to get underway, boys. Can we get 200 viewers in this live stream? Let's get it going. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, make sure you do so. And if you did subscribe for the first time in this live stream, let me know down in the chat down below so I can shout you out big time like all the other new subscribers in this live stream. Appreciate that a ton. And we'll see where we're at. But the OT is about to get going. We are 20 likes to go as well, away from 200 likes, which will be absolutely phenomenal. But OT is about to start. Once again, get your final predictions down in the chat down below. Actually, we're not going to do numbers. Put your Boston Bruins OT player who you think will win it, as well as your Capitals OT winner pick. Let me know which players do you think on both sides will get the overtime winner. Once again, I'm going to go Brad Marchand on Boston Bruins, and for the Capitals, I'm going to go Garnet Hathaway, the grinding legend, to get it done. But we are now officially inside the first overtime in the first game. David Pastrnak trying to get a shot there. Great play defensively by Dmitry Orlov to start it out. Almost getting back to that one was Brad Marchand, but not quite enough on it. Now coming up, springing it forward is Connor Sheary. Clapped along and kept back. Brad Marchand in the right place in the right time. Flips it right up on the backhand, and unsuccessful pass, but it goes right back to McAvoy again. It'll go back the other way. Dude, the Capitals just had a 2-on-1 opportunity, and the other Capital just absolutely demolished himself on the ice and flew right back onto it and slipped on his skates, and that just explains that that third period for them. Your opinion on Pavel Datsyuk, probably one of the most underrated and underappreciated European players of all time. In his prime, one of the best players in the NHL, no doubt. And I don't even like the Red Wings too much, and I'm saying that. So 19-19 to go in this first overtime. And again, the first playoff game features our first overtime. Couldn't have written it up any better. And a face-off here in the Washington zone. A heck of a hockey game here tonight at Capital One Arena. We've been served to some amazing, amazing hockey through even more than 60 minutes. The Capitals win the face-off, though. Recollecting it back is Michael Raffl, played by the Bruins, though, and getting a turnover. Raffl got it back, and now Orlov ends up sending it from the left side and into Tuukka Rask's zone. Coming now up with it, and up getting it is Lazar, and kept in by the Capitals. Played off by Craig Smith. Now behind his net, Brendan Dillon pressured by the Bruins. By that second line of Krejci, Hall, and Craig Smith. The Capitals let it go, though, and the Bruins get the puck back. They'll swerve it into the zone once more, and we'll get a line change. So overtime not being the most crazy one so far, but the Bruins get possession to try and make that the opposite. Coyle now to the blue line. That one is shot in front, but blocked in tight by Alex Ovechkin. Good defensive play by the number 8 Russian, and the Capitals do get possession back. Some good foraging here by Corrali, but not quite enough to get it back in the offensive zone. Now Nicholas Backstrom shrugged it all by himself, kept back, and now coming in a Sprong. That's a shot there. That one just high. Kept in by Zdeno Chara. Chara looking for the revenge. That went off of Brendan Carlo and right into the slot. Weird play there. One of the Bruins slipped on his skates again. But now Sprong coming in front, trying to find Oshie. Almost did. One heck of a pass, almost completed. Now Wilson to the other side. He finds it into Chara. Chara looking at his options, will ring it around the boards. Now coming in for Oshie. Now to Chara again. Zdeno Chara feeding Oshie once more. The connection obviously established, but Charlie Coyle gets right back to that puck on the boards and will send it out into the offensive zone. 200 people in this live stream. Thank you all for coming in here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do so. And hit that like button, of course, if you haven't already. If you did subscribe, I'll try my best to shout you out as much as humanly possible. But we do streams just like this one every single day. So we'd love to have you for the long haul. 17:25 now to go in the first OT after a little bit of pushing and shrugging. Tom Wilson trying to go after Curtis Lazar. He ends up just going out and going to the bench afterwards, not looking for anything major. Who needs TV? Nathan's better. That is true, Mr. Monster. I mean, this community and this stream is better, personally. Thanks so much for choosing us, though. I appreciate that a ton. For real, muted TV plus grabs commentary goated. Thanks so much, Juan Jose. I mean, you're the best power play. We all know this, and I'm just lucky to be blessed by your presence, to be honest. 17:25 now to go in the OT. Humongous, catastrophic face-off here between Dowd and Curtis Lazar. The fourth lines out there for the Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins, and to each their own, squaring it up. Halfway, we'll kind of sprinkle it into the Boston Bruins corner. Kept by Miller, but a bad play. Almost set it up in front for Carl Hagelin, and half away, but a good play to get back to it was Jake DeBrusk, and now Curtis Lazar will just dump it out to get the line change for his fellow teammates. The Bruins, though, with some good forechecking. Wagner trying to reach around the puck for half away. Kept in the corner by DeBrusk as well, and just stonewalled by Nick Dowd's defense. Kept along the boards. Patrice Bergeron trying to find Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk on a passing play. Good adaptability, but it goes back in the corner. A good shuffling play there by the Caps defense, but right in the right time, in the right place as well. And the Garnet halfway is able to lead up the attack for the Caps. Now goes in deep with it, gets the corner bump. And now Hagelin not able to quite get to it, leaves it off for Grzelcyk, and now the Bruins try to come up on the other side. Patrice Bergeron ends up fighting it for David Pastrnak. Grzelcyk trying to keep it in, but the Bruins aren't able to keep possession, and now the Capitals come the other way. Coming in right in, a shot there by Raffl, looking for some more late-game heroics. But now John Carlson on the other side, trying to get a tip in front, cannot quite connect. Orlov keeps it going for the Caps attack. Back behind the net, it goes to Lars Eller. Lars Eller keeps it going, stonewalled McAvoy on that play. Back in front, trying to get that was Tuukka Rask, got the glove. Chipped in, though, to Pastrnak, and now Marchand and a lone man army goes up with it. But now Pastrnak coming up the rush, a shot there. That one right into the glove of Craig Anderson for Boston's 25th shot of the game. Hey, Larry is in the chat. Welcome, brother. Welcome. I'm not the best when it comes to prospects. So what is this year's draft looking like? Well, I've obviously made a lot of videos about rankings and stuff, but it's a weaker draft for sure. Not a lot of top end talent. It's a good spread though in the top 15, I would say, but after that it falls off a decent bit. But seriously, I tried other YouTubers for commentary. Big mistake. No, I'm kidding. I like to go from the most pretentious and confident person in the world to being like, I'm the worst person in the world. What am I doing with myself? That's basically my vibe right there. Face-off win by the Bruins. Big win by Hall off the boards. Gets a shot there. End up being tipped, though, by the Capitals. Good play defensively. And another big block in front, too. The Bruins, though, try to reset. Kevin Miller off for Lazar, and he ends up just riding it across the boards. Big-time play there for the Bruins. Now coming in, Taylor Hall off the possession. Gets it back to Lazar. A shot there! It went wide of Anderson off the collision. And the Bruins keep it going. Another shot from the point. That one ended up bobbling off Nick Dowd. Big block in front. And the Capitals now come their separate ways. Tom Wilson enters the offensive zone. Tom Wilson back. Down. Another shot. And they score! In front! It's Nick Dowd. And the Capitals win game one. The Washington Capitals win it in overtime. And what a crazy goal in front just from the blue line. Unsuspecting out of nowhere, and the Washington Capitals get the big-time goal. It might have been TJ Oshie. Somebody in front got the deflection, and that is how the first game of the playoffs comes to an end. Big-time goal for the Washington Capitals, and a big-time tone setter, too. Coming into this series, not the healthiest team, not the most consistent team, but they needed this win on home ice, and it comes up clutch. We'll see this play again. Wilson able to find Oshie. Yeah, I thought that was deflected in front by Dowd. I think it was. Oshie got the shot there. And it was deflected by Dowd. Nick Dowd is your overtime hero for the Washington Capitals. What a crazy play. Nick Dowd in front. Nobody, I mean, if you predicted Nick Dowd, then I'll give you a major shout out, but I don't think anybody did. Nick Dowd gets the goal and 3-2 win for the Washington Capitals. I am so good. Oh, are they reviewing this? They are reviewing this play. Might be offside. Might be offside. Do not go anywhere yet, everyone. This game might not be over. Let me put the goal horn away for a second. This might not be over. It looks like they'll be reviewing for offside here. Interesting. Interesting. So I'd assume it will be offside. Let's get the look here. Ooh, that is close. That might be. All right, we'll get the official word here. Very quick review. And we have a good goal. We have a good goal. The Washington Capitals win game one in Capital One Arena. A big-time win to set the trend for the series. And Nick Dowd officially gets your overtime winner. I'm so thankful, by the way, that I initially, once that goal was scored, called Nick Dowd as the goal scorer, as the deflection in front. That's what commentators do, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oshie with the bomb, and then Nick Dowd, the deflection. Off of Tuukka Rask's helmet, I think, right in front, and then trickled off his pads and into the net. What a way to end out this spectacular start to the NHL playoffs. And the Washington Capitals do win game one. Let me quickly change the score for anybody just coming into the stream and will be super confused otherwise. 3-2. There's your final. I mean, I predicted 4-2 Boston. I had my winners as half. I suspected the Washington winner would be a low-key player. I just did not pick the right one. And there you go. Wait, are they saying TJ Oshie got... Wait, what? NBC saying TJ Oshie got the game-winning goal as one of their 3 stars. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Because Nick Dowd totally deflected that thing. Either way, the Capitals will win game 1. No review. No review turning it otherwise. Yeah, I would have leaned for a good goal, and it ended up being that way. It should be Dowd, right? It should be Dowd. It should be Dowd. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining me today. We have 202 absolutely amazing beauties. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do so if you've enjoyed the stream so far. Everybody's appreciated. And if you did subscribe once again, let me know in the chat down below so I can shout you guys out. OT Game 1, love the playoffs. I mean, that's exactly right, Marc-Andre. I'm just super happy, man. I'm just super happy. A post-game show? I mean, that's technically what it is already. By the way, I don't think I'm going to be playing Among Us today. I need to get some sleep. I did not get too much sleep at all today, and that was my fault. I was setting up a bunch for today's live stream. But it is what it is. Appreciate you guys all being here. And again, let me just check. So yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow, and we'll be doing Among Us tomorrow. That I can confirm that. Okay, I need to see this goal again. It's good. NBC's going super slow-mo. That hit Dowd. That hit Dowd. That was Dowd's goal, bro. I'm sorry. That's Dowd's goal. That's Dowd's goal. I'm sorry. That's Dowd. That's my boy Nick Dowd. But yeah, honestly, I think this was a game that Washington did deserve to win. Boston finally got their chances and finally started to make the most of them later in the game. But Washington throughout was the much more consistent and the much more opposing team. I mean, I'll give them credit. The Capitals defense humongously showed up. Brendan Dillon was awesome in this game for them. John Carlson was good defensively. I really like the Jensen pair for the Caps. And also one of the main things I think was a problem was that Boston couldn't really get separation, especially in the offensive zone, and get any sustained pressure. The Capitals would always find a way to get to the puck, get it out, or get another line change, or just lead it out perfectly. I mean, the Capitals were just a team that didn't spend that much time in their defensive zone. And when they did, made sure it was as quick as humanly possible. It has been changed now. There we go. There we go. Let me check on NHL.com if it had, or NHL on the NHL app if it did change. Oh, rest in peace, Boyle's computer. What the heck? I'm gonna sue your computer, dude. All right, so NHL.com does list. I'll show it right here. NHL.com does list Nick Dowd. If it'll focus. Are you gonna camera please okay, you know what it says. Nick Dowd. You gotta take my word for it. Oh my goodness, Nick Dowd with the overtime winner. I'm so glad that worked out, that it actually was Nick Dowd, because it's an absolute commentator's nightmare to do something like that, like call an OT winner as a player and then it not be that player. So I'm really happy about that. I don't think that was offsides. I don't think so, Hector. I don't think so. By the way, let me see here real quick, because I want to check. Because I remember I predicted the Boston Bruins to win this series in 6, I want to say. I'm pretty sure I predicted them to win in 6. So what I think yeah, I'm pretty sure I predicted them in 6. By the way, freaking I don't want to watch SNL NBC. Goodbye. Goodbye, please. Anyways, I gotta go get some sleep. I gotta go get some dinner, and I gotta go live right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and tuning in even after the first stream froze up and we had to start a new stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for supporting. Anybody new that subscribed, by the way, we're right now, if I update it, we're right now at 34,541 subscribers. So we'll end on that about about almost a 75 subscribers gain. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll be streaming at least Minnesota. Actually, again, you know what? It's a Sunday. I might stream I might stream Pittsburgh Islanders and then Vegas, Minnesota. That might be what I do. We'll see. Either way, I know I'll be doing Minnesota Vegas at the very least. So thank you all for coming in. I'll give some big shout outs to you guys: Austin Roberts, Andrew, Chase Green, Maurice, Jace Kearney, R2, Hector, Owen Gamer, Thomas Hickey, Amazing Kids. I'm at the game. Amazing Kids. That's amazing. Hayden, we got Hockey Arcade, Jutski, Lemon, we got who else in here? Kangaroos Wild, Hayden, of course, in here. Gavin Plays. Let me see. Lemon, Sander in here too. Flyers fan. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be linking the actual predictions for my Stanley Cup playoffs in the chat right now. If you have not watched that video already, I highly recommend it. That's basically where all my predictions are. So I click on that video after this live stream. But yeah, what a game and what a start to round 1 of the NHL playoffs. We'll be back tomorrow streaming, and we'll be back as well for a big one. But you guys know this is the best place to be for streams. I'll see you for the next one, and it's gonna be an absolutely amazing ride tomorrow. So many big time games. And what a game we saw tonight. So that'll be it for today, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. Join the Grab Gang and hit that like button as well if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, though. Have a fantastic night and